Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It's the
Yes,
Wednesday
sir.
wrap-up show with the Black Comic Lords and Tim Fielder.
Hey,
You guys said enough of solo chocolate. You said enough of chocolate with the crew. Not only did we bring our fearless leader, we got what? Tim Fielder in the house, baby.
thank you so much. Thank you guys for having me tonight. I really
I
appreciate it.
I couldn't not come back with Tim Fielder on the show.
I mean, you spent two shows away. If this is how you come back, you can go away for 2 more shows. As long as you come back.
I came back and I bear gifts.
I appreciate it. I
Tim
appreciate it.
Fielder.
I appreciate the gift.
These are my reading glasses, which as I'm getting older now, I have to use the glasses a little bit better. And I didn't sit on these, thank God.
Oh, Lord.
Now, for those
That's
of you
good.
who may be more casual into comics, lived under a rock, or
Hey,
are generally,
rock statement.
unfortunately, just not that cool. This is
Even
brilliant
harder.
Black creator Tim Fielder, creator and writer and artist extraordinaire of such great works as Maddie's Rocket, one of my favorites of all time, Infinitum, which is an Afrofuturism classic. I'm sorry, I apologize, Tim, I insulted you. It is the Afrofuturism classic
Oh wow.
work.
It's the Bible.
If you Google Afrofuturism graphic novels, if Infinitum is not in your top 3, the list you have is trash.
Wow.
And
Thank
I'm not even exaggerating when I say that or saying that because Tim's here, because I've said this when he's not here as well.
Wow.
Man.
Thank you.
Also, the artist on the graphic history of hip hop. It's nice to have hip hop variants in comics, but it does not compare to the graphic history of hip hop as done by Tim Fielder and Walter Gleason. So shout out to Walter.
Yeah, Walter Grayson is in Minnesota dealing with the whole ICE drama. That's where he lives. And very, very proud. It's been a big night for us tonight.
Tim, you have a new bag that you wish to share with us tonight.
Yeah.
Yes.
But first,
Oh, but first,
Oh.
we also want to give a quick preview of what's going to happen later, because over the past few months, we've heard a lot about a documentary film called Collections in Black by none other than DJ Big Phil, who is here with us as well.
Phil's never going to show us that stuff. Why are we bringing this up?
Now, we keep getting these questions every time Phil is on. Phil, when are we going to get a screening?
Where's Collections Black? Where can I watch it? How come I can't see it?
Wait.
Oh,
Before
you going
skip the
in.
next thing, Derek. When are you gonna watch this?
Well, chat.
Well, first
Tonight's
of
the
all,
night.
well, no, actually, tonight's not the night because we're not watching it. What we are going
See,
to do,
I told you.
no, but when we,
Well done.
but here's the thing, though, we got something special for y'all. You know, we can't give away everything for free, but what we do have is OAX is in 2 weeks, and
We have some free tickets.
we're going to debut the first 2 episodes of the 4-part miniseries of OAX Collections in Black behind the scenes, which was probably one of the most incredible. It was the most incredible con art experience I've ever had in my life. And, you know, just to give you a heads up, the series consists of not only me, Angel, Paul, and the Black Comic Lords, but we got Dennis Cowan, we got Simone Bianchi, we got Sanford Green, we got Still Freeze. I can go on and on and on.
And Lashley,
We could just keep going. It is a who's who, and you get to see from inception to completion of what all went into going into OAX. So it's incredible. I mean, we are behind the scenes at Heritage, things of that particular nature. So I'm telling you, what we're going to show now is we're going to show a quick preview of what's going to be coming on the 4-part miniseries, and we're going to actually release it on YouTube a little bit later, but we're going to actually do a debut of the actual videos by themselves on Comic Art Fans. The first 2 episodes we got a debut right here at BCL. So without further ado, we're going to go into a quick preview of what to expect from it. And you're going to enjoy it. So I'm not going to say I hope you enjoy it, but it's going to be an incredible piece. So after we get done doing this joint that we got, the first half, the second half is going to be dedicated to the OAX Collections in Black experience. So we got a full show for y'all today, y'all. We starting the new year off correctly.
How much are we charging? How much are we charging people for this?
It's going to be free tonight. Just tonight.
What?
But we charge them from here on out. But that's a whole nother story.
All right. Look, in exchange for the dope content we're about to give you, I need everyone who's watching right now to hit the like button. We're not playing nothing until y'all hit. I don't see any likes. Hit the like button right. I'm serious. Hit the like button right now. If you're new to the channel, hey, how you doing? Welcome. Appreciate you. We do dope stuff like this all the time. Just subscribe to the channel. Hit the subscribe channel. Subscribe to Black Comic Lords, and you'll be notified when we do these shows in the future. And one extra cherry on top, share this video while you're here. I don't care what platform, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, whatever you want to share it on.
We're on Twitch too now.
Don't just run by that now.
We're on Twitch also.
We on Twitch, y'all. So you stop the gaming for a second. Those Twitchers, what do they call themselves? Twitchers? I sound so old when I say that. Let me shut up. Just go ahead and share it on Twitch. I'm like, we're losing people as I ask people to just give me likes. People are getting disinterested.
They good. Let's run it. And also remember, there's 2 views. So if I was y'all, I wouldn't do the view that's just a vertical view. I would do the horizontal view. I'm looking on YouTube and I see more people with the horizontal, with the vertical view. I would switch over to the horizontal view. And I wish on StreamYard we could just have it.
Tonight is not the night to sit there on your phone. Get yourself in front of a TV, YouTube TV. Get yourself in front of a laptop. Get yourself in front of the biggest iPad, the biggest screen you got. Because tonight, boys and girls, you want to get your popcorn, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
All right. No further ado. With no further ado, here's the preview of what you will see later this evening.
Emotion, like, look at this. Like,
Let's try this again.
he has the fear. Like, if you look at their eyes, intent, evil intent, evil intent, evil intent, evil intent, fear. Looks at the because he's just like he's looking at the noose.
Yep.
Evil intent, fear. What's going surprise and then boom, 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 holy boom. Like, I mean, this.
You know what makes it crazy with that too? Because you were talking about the evil intent and the fear and the surprise, fear, and all that. How it switches, how he switches from how the emotion switches. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Sanford just showed emotion through artwork, and it's so easy to follow. I'm like looking at this as if I'm watching it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like watching it take place.
right. And watch this.
What a way to cap it off. What a way to cap
And the
it
brother's
off.
holding his neck.
Right. Yeah.
He's holding his neck because he's like, man, I still got this, John. This thing ain't crunched up.
Yeah.
This thing ain't.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, he slapped on these.
Yeah. That's crazy.
All right.
Come
so there
on
you have your
now.
preview. There you have your preview. What's going to come a little bit later in the show.
Come on now. I mean,
it's about listen, wait till you see these first 2 episodes. Woo, Jesus.
So Paul,
Let your people, please, hit your people up because we got a show tonight. I'm excited. Let's get it.
yeah. So Paul and Tim, make sure you're unmuted, and we'll hand back off to you.
All right, Tim. You have some dope new stuff.
Yes. Hello. First of all, let me thank profusely Black Comic Lords. It's kind of weird having a crew that's so into the idea of Black comics and who really expend all of their energies into pushing the form and to be able to benefit from that as an operator in that space, as a comic book artist, graphic novelist. it's kind of it makes one emotional. And I want to thank y'all for that. Y'all probably maybe, you're having fun and, you're passionate about it. But for the folks who are in the trenches, who are making that work, it means more than you could possibly know.
Thank you, man.
It really does.
Appreciate that.
And I just, I don't know if anyone tells you that enough, but it just means everything. So just keep doing what you're doing. I'll stop talking and get to the other thing. Now, y'all see, and to the audience that to actually piggyback on what I just said, I wasn't asked to come here. I asked if I could show Brother Robo here, and they said yes. You see what I'm saying? So it's not like they sought me out. They've been open to me posting my stuff, share a tag. You see what I'm saying? That's not normal. That's not normal. It's good, but that's not normal. And it means that you guys love the form, right? You love the form, and I appreciate that. So, Brother Robo, I'm the violence guy. I'm the destroyer of planets when it comes to my graphic novels and stories. I have no problem with people being maimed and killed and entire planets and cities being destroyed. And, because I try to do epic science fiction that works the margins between race, technology, sometimes retro technology, what we call Afrofuturism.
I laugh at the fact that you say I try to.
I do try to. I do try to. And I've done that, but I have an interest in the middle grade space, right? In the because my kids aren't young anymore. All my kids are adults. But when they were younger, I always wanted to make something that could appeal to children and families, right? Now, I don't know about everybody here, but one of my favorite shows, even though it had some serious colonial stuff going on, colonialism stuff, but I was a tremendous fan of Johnny Quest.
Yes.
I always loved Johnny Quest, right?
Yes.
It just had that kind of adventure, and it was just on the edge of being a little bit too adult, right? But it had this beautiful art. Doug Wildey and Alex Toth and artists like that did the designs for it, and it was just amazing. Now, I wanted to do something like that, but for brothers and sisters, right? But I didn't want to hit too hard on it, right? Because, I'm not having a black man who can't die over 2 billion years. It's not that extreme, right? This is something that's more family friendly, right? That is digestible to moms and dads, but at the same time can appeal to the taste of folks who run the show, to you guys. I want you guys to be able to hopefully have something that you see. Not everything needs to be death and destruction. Sometimes it can be joy and adventure mixed together. So Brother Robo is a project that is a micro drama. I'll make this very quick. A micro drama. You guys been hearing about vertical entertainment and everything and micro dramas?
Yeah.
So micro dramas is where the film industry is feverishly moving, right? So this show here, Black Comic Lords, actually is part of that movement. So this show here could easily go on to Netflix, because Netflix, Disney, they're all moving towards podcasts. That's what they're doing, right? Micro dramas are 90-second to 3-minute long episodic stories. Sometimes they're soap operas, sometimes they're action adventure, sometimes they're horrors, right? In my particular case, I wanted to do an animated adventure for the family, right? And for young kids. And that is what the first episode is. Episode 2, I should probably either be done tomorrow or on Friday. I'm doing it as I work along, right? Doing that in addition to my other graphic novel work. And I'm so proud of it. All of it. And this is before it starts, everything that was done, all the drawings were done by me.
Nice.
There's some other stuff. I use technology. We're going to get into that. That's one of the reasons why I was very thankful that you guys asked me to come here. But just say there was no one else who helped me on this. So go for it. You can show it, do whatever you got to do.
Dr.
Thank you guys so much.
This is a Black Comic Lords exclusive.
That came completely late.
Thank you guys so much for letting me screen that. I really appreciate it.
No,
that's
thank you for showing it.
fantastic,
I'm
man.
super.
You had me at Johnny Quest.
Thank you. So Phil, just think of this as like a trailer in front of your documentary. Is that okay?
Hey, listen, that's what we doing, brother. Let's go.
Okay, good. It was quick. It was fast, like you wanted. It was real fast.
Listen, look. Hey, you got the floor.
Yeah, I appreciate that. So, I guess, and let me know when I'm talking too much or something like that. Again, I wanted to do something that would be fun for families. And there's a question, there was a question. I'm like, well, can you do that? Oh, and by the way, you guys don't know, Brother Robo was a graphic novel pitch.
A word?
Everybody turned it down.
Are you serious?
Oh wow.
Everybody turned it down. Right. My agent delivered it to quite a few people, and everyone turned that book down. And I sent it to all the big names, some folks you would be surprised at, some folks you wouldn't be surprised at, and everybody turned it down. And I understand why. I get why. It's one thing to write about words about Black culture and science fiction, meaning showing Black people, Black characters with agency. It's another thing to visually show that in a moving image. It's another thing to show it even in a sequential image and stuff. So and
it's still a whole nother level to show a Black family.
Yes. And it's an extended Black family. If you go to www.brotherrobo.com, you actually can see the entire cast there.
Yeah.
And so I don't know if you guys had a chance to take a look at it, but it basically, the episodes are there. The episodes are finished. They'll go up, but also the family, the world of Brother Robo, everything in our extend with more features as we get further along and stuff. I want to go into behind the scenes stuff. I want folks to have fun with this. Look, Infinitum, Yeah, Infinitum's epic, but Infinitum's sad. It's kind of depressing. You know what I mean? You know,
There'll be
there are no clean getaways.
There's no franchising of Infinitum.
Yeah, nah. It's, you know, there's a sequel. There's a sequel that one day I'm gonna get to, but
Stop. Wait, whoa.
But I've said this before.
He did. He said it during the con.
Yes.
During the con. Our heads were hot during the con. I don't remember that.
Okay, yes. Well, there will be a sequel eventually, but I have so much work to do now. I'm contracted for 2 graphic novels. I have to do my own graphic novel with the Graphic History of Hip Hop with Walter. And then I got to finish one day Maddie's Rocket. And now this new technology has come along to just totally change the game. So I'm basically doing everything. So I'm inundated with projects at this point. And it's all good.
I have a question. So first off, I love that. Talking to someone who's a computer geek, watching cartoons since I was a kid. I loved it. You said Johnny Quest was one of your influences, but for me, I'm like, wait up. I see Mega Man. I see Gundam. I see Power Rangers. I'm like, whoa,
Gigantor, Speed Racer.
Yeah, I'm like, wait a minute.
It's all there. The thing is, though, you never saw those things with us in it.
Yes.
You never saw that stuff with us in it. And I felt like, you know, I was talking with Eric Orr tonight at the hip hop exhibit that opened today. That's why I was rushing to get home and stuff. It's Digital Twins is what it's called. It said New York, NYU, Gallatin Galleries. It was packed. It was like a fire hazard tonight. John Jennings did the show. John Jennings is in there. Stacey Robinson's in there. Eric Orr, who did basically the first hip hop comic with Max, the rapping robot, was there. Ramo Z had a piece in there. A bunch of people. And it was, you know, I don't know what to say. It's kind of moving because, you know, I'm a square. I'm not a huge hip hop head, but I've had to work the margins in hip hop as a commercial illustrator for decades, you know, which is why I have an unpublished Dr. Dre graphic novel I did for Marvel Music. It's still sitting up in the portfolio. It's never been published, fully painted in gouache and watercolor. Right.
Wow.
And this is back in the 90s.
I don't still want those pages.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna be quiet. I
know still wants those pages.
Listen,
we got to get it published first, man. We got to get it published first. But that's the thing. And so Walter approached me back in late 2022, and to have, you know, made myself do this book has expanded my reach. But it's also made me, I think, a better artist, you know, because my job was to take Walter's words, the meanings in between the words, and make them beautiful. So that meant making hip hop beautiful, you know, which I've tried to do before. But this time it was like, okay, this is going to be a big book. And now we got to do 2 more volumes. So for the show, I will be doing live drawing sessions throughout the month. Hopefully multiple times a week, and I'll be aiming to finish book 2 of the Graphic History of Hip Hop. And you know, if we can work it out, we'll definitely invite the Black Comic Lords to tag along for the whole thing.
We gonna be there. We gonna be there.
So really quick, Brother Fielder.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you a pass for not being a hip hop head and doing hip hop history. I'm gonna let you slide.
I'm a square, man. What can I say?
I'm gonna let you slide. But Eric Orr did what was that? Rapping Robo?
Yep. Max the Rapping Robot.
Yes. So for those who don't know,
that's going back.
That was the first hip hop comic book ever created. 1986.
It was there tonight. The originals were there tonight.
So I messaged them a couple of times because I was trying to get my hands on the original pages. I do have. He did like a second print not too long. Like he did like when they did the Hip Hop Museum, he did like another print. But I want to get the original book, and I think like there's one on eBay. I think now for maybe like $3,000 right now, or whatever. I think he only did like 2 issues. He had like a regular issue, then like a smaller square bound like not square bottom, but it was like a square. It was like more of a square issue number 2. But yeah, so when you talk to brother, or if you can, I need for you to give me an alley-oop and say I really want to rap to him about some things.
Okay, so this is what I will do. Obviously, I can't make any promises and stuff because I don't know what he does, but I would reach out to him and ask him if I can make an introduction between you two.
I would appreciate it, brother.
Yeah, not a problem. But I'll leave it to him to, as to what he's going to do. But yes, it's not a problem for me to make an introduction.
For sure.
For sure.
Yep.
Now you talked about your process and it brings up some interesting topics. Why don't you talk about what it took? Because look, you're Tim Fielder, as you know.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
What that means is, for those who know, your art is second to none. What I mean by that is, one of the things that we talk about in the space all the time is when you're truly a dope artist and someone can look at a piece by you and immediately know who did it.
Oh, thank you.
Not every artist is like that. Not everyone has a style that is so well known, that's so appreciated in a way that you can immediately identify. You have one of those styles.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So your credentials are beyond reproach, obviously. But you took some different methods to create this piece. So why don't you talk about that?
Okay. All right. So first of all, thank you for saying that. Again, y'all make a mug blush. On this show, like, man, I'm light complexion. It doesn't look good when we start blushing. Right?
You can join Phil's offshoot of Black Comic Lord.
You understand what I'm saying? You understand? So, but I went digital back in the late 90s. So I did that Dr. Dre book. It damn near killed me. I had almost done that book digital, but what as I told my brother, yes, I am blushing a little. That's ridiculous. See what I'm saying? So now you're saying I'm blushing, so I'm blushing by default. Anyway, so what happened is I have always had a fascination with digital technology, because what digital technology does, it allows you to be able to create large amounts of fully rendered work more quickly. And that's gradually increased over the years. So Photoshop was obviously the first thing. Now you don't have to work with analog materials. Now you can work digital. So you want to do a gradient. It's not as simple as, okay, I have to put a lighter color here, the darker color here, and I have to blend the difference. No, here you just grab the gradient tool and boom, you got an instant gradient, So that's what technology does. Technology disrupts previous processes and to reveal a new process. That's the nature of technology, right? So I went into digital illustration in the late 90s, and then I began to learn 3D, right? So I'm a 3ds Max guy. I've been using 3ds Max since 1997. So literally next year it'll be 30 years I've been using 3D, right? So when you look at Maddie's rocket, many of the ships in it are actual physical 3D models that I built in the computer. Build once, use infinitely. That's the theory, right? And what it does is I work like a matte painter or a traditional matte painter who basically builds out a 3D object, and they do what's called a paint over. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm reading the chat here and stuff. I'm sorry, I'm trying to keep up with you guys, right? But so yeah, that's part of what it was. Now, 3 years ago, this technology hit like a bomb, generative AI. And I was like everyone else. I got very depressed when I saw it. For about a week or two, I was in the fetal position. I didn't feel good about it at all, because, here's a technology that can do stuff it can approximate the quality of how I work, and it can do it quick. That was pretty, I was pretty despondent. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. But then after a week, after a while, you're tired of feeling sorry for yourself. And I was like, well, hang on a second now. You went through this when Photoshop came out. You went through this when 3D came out. So how is this any different? All right. People have an issue with the fact that the LLMs that work is built on is stolen, right? No debate. The work was stolen, right? It was absolutely stolen. So it's been put to me, well, how can I justify using AI? These are all legitimate questions because AI is such a disruptive technology. It disrupts the financial and the manufacturing procedures of how commercially creative projects are formed. That's how disruptive this technology is. You might ask, well, what do I mean by that? What I mean is this. Y'all saw the first episode. I have no other employees helping me with that other than utilizing generative AI. I'm going to show you the under the hood. That's what you guys want to see, correct?
Yeah.
All right. And I can share my screen and all that, correct? I can do that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. I just need to check. So I did everything in-house. The music was done in Suni. Right? So I did bad hums, right? To get it to, like, you might say, well, how did I get the hum? Well, my second oldest brother is a world-class musician, and we lived together at one point. So I basically spent the last 20 years looking at a musician work, how he puts together compositions, and I have my own ideas, even though I'm not a musician. So I was able to use AI for the music, use AI for the animation, and use AI where applicable to enhance the images that I had created. All of the editing was done in DaVinci Resolve. All of the drawing was done in Photoshop and Clip Studio Paint.
Now the difference is the last part of what you said.
Okay.
You said you use them to animate drawings that you made.
Yes.
That's a tool, right?
Yes. I'm sorry, Paul. I'm hard of hearing. Could you repeat that again for the people in the back?
That is a tool. That is a tool. So that's why I wanted you to talk about this, because this is a topic that pops up in our space all the time. Is the use of AI, and it's interesting. When we had the virtual con, we had Joe Illidge do our introduction. One of the things he kind of mentioned is, comic books, graphic novels. It's humanity's foremost form of communication. I hadn't really thought about it like that, because I was like, that sounds kind of epic. That sounds kind of big. Joe, what are you talking about? And I thought about it. I'm like, when we as humans were living in caves, we would draw on the walls, right? We would do etchings on the walls, just a rock against another stone to make images, to convey messages, to share stories. Those were our first comic books, hieroglyphics. And then they eventually learned, hey, I can add color to this, etc. Is the evolution of taking a stone and scratching it on the wall, then going to a pencil on paper, and then going to ink, and then going to Procreate? It's evolution of the art. But the concept of art is coming up with an image in your mind and generating that with your own hands on paper and or whatever form that you're doing that. But the point I'm trying to make is the distinction is that you have the art, and then you're taking this tool to do something with the art that you created.
Yes.
It's different than someone saying, well, I'm just going to pop in this prompt and say, give me a family flying around in space, and I'll wait 30 seconds and I'll have my image.
Yes.
That's different.
Yes.
That's different. So talk about those differences.
Okay, so there are 3 or 4 rules that I utilize with AI. I've said this before when I've given presentations before on this technique. First rule is thou shall not use another artist name in your prompts ever. You can't. That's too far. We're already on shaky.
These are your Asimov rules.
Yes, it's like thou shalt do no harm, meaning do not use another artist's name in your prompts. Right now, we're already on shaky ground anyway. So at least these rules are some sort of guideline that could keep us, in the rails, keep us in the lane. So that's the first thing. The second thing, never start a session utilizing AI with a written prompt. Always, your drawing must be the first prompt. Yeah. Your drawing is the visual prompt. It is the core of everything, right? You can't violate that. It's like, Superman, flying in the air to save Lois Lane, and Marlon Brando, Kal-El, you must not turn time back. This is like that. Don't do it. Right?
Not even using somebody else's art as the prompt.
Well, if you have ownership of that art, sure.
Well, but
using someone else's art, no, don't do that.
Yeah. Right.
Right. All right. 3. After you have utilized AI to enhance your art, you must finish the illustration traditionally. If you're working, with Photoshop, you have to take it back and finish it further. That's the 3rd rule.
Yeah.
Right. And then the 4th rule, which, that I had pretty much had 3 rules, but the 4th rule for me is that, and I'm going to say this is some people are not going to be able to get with this. And I understand, by the way, you don't have to use AI. You are not obligated to use AI, right? That's what I would say would be the 4th rule. You are not, if a person has a problem with AI, don't use AI. Some people don't need AI, right? Alex Ross, who I love Alex Ross. All my Alex Ross books are signed. I got all of them signed. I made sure I got to get one more book, right, that I can buy offline. That's the Kingdom Come collection, and it's signed by him and Mark Wade. I'm gonna pick it up eventually, right? Alex Ross doesn't need AI. He already has an existing market for his work, so there's no need for him to add anything new, unless he chooses to. But there's no need to add anything new to his toolkit. He's good. But for the rest of us suckers who are trying to make our way in this world, right? Trying to make our way, because let's be honest, it is about living. People say, well, why do you need that? Why don't you just go through it's the struggle that makes the art good. I'm sorry. I almost died last year from a pulmonary embolism, because the human body is not meant to sit up for 12 hours a day, 7 days a week. It will break down. Right. It's not designed for that. And anyone has seen my work, my output compared to most of these dudes out there, my output is very low. I don't do straight, that's why Brother Robo is a major departure from my style. Everything for me, everything got to be painted. I'm Mr. Painted guy. And it's sexy to say, but it sucks doing that stuff the old way. It will put you in the hospital. It will put you in the hospital if you're not careful. That's why any tool that can come along to add rendering to take a job from a 15-hour job to a 2-hour job. As long as you're enhancing your work, as far as I'm concerned, you're good, because you're using that technology as a tool. Do we understand? Any other questions before I move on to showing how I do it?
I just want to point out that you're also an instructor. You instruct in
Yes.
art as well. Yeah.
I retired from that a little bit. I don't teach so much anymore. But what I enjoy doing is this. I enjoy talking to folks when we're talking about my work. I love showing what's going on under the hood. That's a lot of fun to me. It can get a little tedious because, you know, guys, I was doing the live streams. I was doing live streams 5 days a week. After the 80th episode, I got a little burnout. So I've taken a break over the last 2.5 weeks because I'm tired.
Believe
but
me,
I'll get back to it
I
next
can
week.
identify.
Yes. You know. Any other questions before I move to the next thing?
No, please.
All right, from the audience, by the way, let me say for those folks who are looking tonight, any question, positive or negative, I don't care, whatever question you may have, feel free to put it to me. You can rip me apart. That's what I'm here for, to show this community who we all love so much, you know, that this thing is, well, first of all, we know the technology is not going anywhere. We know that, right? The genie is already out of the bottle. That's it. But I believe, and this is why I'm going to segue into showing my process here. I believe that my process is the path forward for traditional artists who desire to see how they can utilize AI into their already existing skill set.
Within the parameters of the 4 rules that you discussed.
Yes. All right. So with that, let me I'm going to be looking away from the screen here because I have a huge 32-inch Cintiq here. And so I will be talking here and looking there. And by the way, when I'm working, any questions? So let's see here. What do I share? How do I share this here? Let's go. Is that the plus sign there?
Yes. Hit that plus sign and then choose the window you want to share, and then we'll
cool.
The screen from there.
All right, Phil, are we good? Because I don't want to interrupt the documentary thing.
No, we got 2 pieces. Go. You go a little. Actually, if you want to do, I got 2 sections. We could do one, come back to you, then do the other one. But let's not.
You all determine that. You say,
no.
Tim, we're gonna break away. We're showing the documentary. I'll just keep doing.
I'll tell you what, man. Let you get how much time you need for this next piece. We could do the next.
No, it's how long y'all want me to go. If y'all say, Tim, we're going to be going for another hour, I'll do that. It's up to you.
Well, here's the thing. So the thing is, I do want to show the very first one, which is 15 minutes. So let's do get into your joint for a little bit, and then we're going to jump into mine. So let's,
all right. Come back to me in 15 minutes. That good?
We'll jump into mine first, and we'll go back to you?
No, I'm saying if I work for 10 or 15 minutes, you just
knock your 10. We'll show my first episode. We'll talk about it, then we'll go back to you. Then we'll show the second one. Let's go.
There we go.
Okay, so you want me to start? Or you're going to go to the documentary first?
Yeah, just go. Just no. We're going to have you to go right now.
Okay, the next all right. Here we go. All right.
You do have one comment here. It says, "From what I understand, you can't copyright AI generated work. Is that a concern?
You cannot copyright AI work that is all AI. You can copyright art that is augmented by AI.
Yes.
Right.
That's the distinction.
Yeah, that's the distinction. But I understand there may be some questions as to how that happens. Trust me, I'm going to show you the limits of that now. All right, now I'm going to hit this plus sign here. Let's see. We're going to go to share screen.
And I do think you need to copyright the term Fielder's Rules of AI.
Oh, that no. But hey, okay, what are we going to do? All right, so we're going to share this. Okay, we're going to share my screen. I want to share the screen. What are we doing here? Can you guys see okay, I'm going to share the window. Okay, you guys can see everything, correct?
There we go. Hold on a minute. Hold on just a minute.
There we go. Well,
all right. You're going to,
All right, so you can see everything here. So I'm going to now, y'all see Bad Bunny?
No, right now we see your StreamYard.
Okay, all right, hang on.
Give you a chance to get that fixed.
Okay. There's another. We want to image file slides and PDF. That's so weird. How do we share everything?
You might choose the application you want to share. So if I think you shared StreamYard.
Oh, I was going to
choose
share
different
just the
application.
entire desktop. Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
We'll just do it like that. So we're going to go here. I'm going to click here. Let's see. Boom. No, we don't want that. We're going to go here. Hang on, guys. We're going to share the screen. All right. You should see my screen now, right?
Not yet.
Waiting for it to come through.
Okay,
Still
let me
don't
try
have
it
anything
again.
yet.
All right, I'm going to go share screen. Here we go. Share screen. We're going to allow to share screen. You should see everything now. You got it? Let me know.
No, we don't see anything yet.
Share entire screen.
Oh, there we go. Okay, here we go.
Okay, all right. Now, did y'all see Bad Bunny, right?
I see Bad Bunny.
Okay, you're right. This is the project I'm working on with Walter and I do these 2-page comics. We did Prince. We're doing Bruce Springsteen, and we're doing Bad Bunny. They're like 2-page social justice comics that we do. Because for me, the thing that I've gotten a great deal of pleasure out of is when I do my artwork, but that artwork intersects with public policy and the art, because that's when you're transcending entertainment. You're taking it to another level. Yeah, so that's been a lot of fun for me. Anyway, enough of that. All right, so okay,
Chambea. Holla.
Okay, let's go here. All right, so first thing we're going to do here, we're going to go to Bridge. Lord, let this work. All right, we seem to be going pretty good here. Now we're going to go to... Sorry about the sound effects, guys. All right, so we're going to go to Brother Robo. So as you can see here, Brother Robo, this is the pitch pack. Y'all see a full screen?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so this is Brother Robo. This is the pitch package that I actually made 3 years ago, right? It's a pitch package that was made 3 years ago that was rejected. But I love the concept so much, I decided, okay, I'll go back to it, right? I could have done Maddie's Rock. I may be doing Maddie's Rock. A little news on that soon enough. But right now, I wanted to do something that was going to be simple to do. I mean, complex, but simple, and was doable. Okay. Now, first thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to go to my AI folder here, and you'll be able to see how this looks. So you all see that?
Yes.
All right. That's my drawing. That's a sketch.
Right.
Nothing unique about it at all. Just real regular stuff. Nothing unique. Right? Done in Clip Studio or Photoshop. Then we had that. So this is a cleaned up ink drawing. Right? Nothing magical. That's color flats. Right? Now you can use BPelt, which is the program that I use to do my color flats, right? In Photoshop. It's I forget how much it costs, but it gets it takes your artwork and it basically flattens it, right? You have to go back and choose what colors, but that's basically what I've got. Do we understand?
Right. You have to add additional colors for depth.
You have to change the colors to add the depth. But it basically does a default coloring process. I'll show that too. But I just want to go through this process, the quick part, so you guys can see what's happening. So this is still my drawing, right?
Yes.
I take this drawing and I import it into the software. And the software gives me back that.
Oh, damn.
See what's happening? Now it adds some anomalies, like, for example, the guy's face there. That's not what I wanted, right? But the tones, the rendering, you see the clouds there? See what it's doing?
Yeah.
It's following my drawing through a technique that, as I understand, called edge detection, right? And from here, we composite the two. See what happened?
Oh, wow.
So I don't want my work to look like what I want my work to look like somebody else's work for. That's boring. Why would I want to do that? I want this software to reduce the amount of wear and tear on my body towards adding photoreal phenomena to my drawings. Do we understand?
Yeah.
That's the only reason to use this.
And
Why
the best
would
part,
I'm
the
sorry.
best part is it's still, you can still see your original hand-drawn work within that.
Exactly. If it's
Yeah.
not based on your drawing, why are you using it? Now, I understand when the technology first arrived, sure, everybody, because you couldn't use an image prompt at that time. Everything was written prompt. And I still use written prompts after I've used my image prompt. Got it?
Yeah.
Now,
So Imaginos Workshop has a statement. He says, man, I don't know about this. It's combining work that is photorealistic, composited work from a million other artists.
yes, they took everything. You know, I would see some artists start complaining, understandably so, about, man, they took this art and they're using it to train the LLM. And sure, they're correct. They took my art. If you go to Have I Been Learned or Trained or whatever the name of the website is, you type in Infinitum and Afrofuturist Tale of Maddie's Rocket, it's in there. They took my work too. They took everybody's work. They took every selfie, good selfie, bad selfie. They took porn. They took everything, right? Because the LLM isn't just running off of the best artists out there. It's running off of all of the data, and they don't care where the data comes from.
And that data also includes every time a person goes on a social media platform and the social media platform says, upload your picture and we'll make you look like a cat. Well, that's also adding to their knowledge.
Or every time you upload a photo on social media, this podcast that we're doing now, yes, Black Comic Lords owns it, right? But there's a clause in there where Facebook or Meta has access to this data. They're using it to train their models. This is, most people don't understand. You ever notice how you'll be talking about things like Pampers, and then a day later you'll see ads for Pampers?
Yeah.
That's because they're listening to our phone conversations. They have the right, the legal right that's in the fine print, that they're able to hear us. So that illusion of privacy that people find so precious, that's been going a long time now.
Yeah. Every time you hit click here if you wish to download this, and you skip over the parts where it says, please acknowledge here that you agree to our terms, and you simply just hit OK and hit the box and you don't read the terms, it clearly states you don't have the right to keep any of the stuff, and we can revoke it from you at any time, and we can use this, whatever you're doing, for our purposes at any time that we so choose.
That's it. And is it fair? Of course not. You know, but it's what it is, and this is not new. Now, I'm going to say one more thing to this, and then we're going to get back to the examples, because I'm showing the examples first, and then I'm going to go back and actually show you some of the really, like, the stuff that in the process that didn't work out. Are we doing okay, Phil? We doing good?
Here's the thing. So we're at the 15. It's about 15. So we got to jump in real quick.
Let's do
it. Let's jump in real quick.
So I got to stop sharing, right?
Yeah, for right now, we'll come back to you in a second.
I'm doing what you got to do. It's all good. Let me
stop sharing here. So what we're gonna do now is, Tim, you can go ahead and queue up the next thing you're gonna work on, and as you're doing that, we're gonna go ahead and play Phil's piece.
Wait. It's not what we're gonna do.
Okay.
No, we no. Cue your stuff up, Tim.
Oh, I'm working, man.
My fam. So Paul, we not just gonna jump into nothing. So here's the, so I think this is really dope, and I think this is how these things should be. So it's because we got Tim doing the AI piece, and we're literally about to talk about doing all original art, hand drawn, painted joints, and that's exactly what my particular series is. So we're on two separate spectrums right here and there. And for me, I'll be very honest, I do not like AI art. I just don't. I'm not going to sit here in front and perpetrate and be like, man, you know, we could use it for this, that. I do think it's a tool for certain situations, but for me, so for instance, I do video, I edit video, and it took me a whole year, almost a whole year, to do these 4 particular episodes. They now have all these AI tools and things of that nature to make editing, making it easier. But if I was to make it easier, I'm old school. I believe in, there's a reason why when you went to go eat at your grandma's house, it tasted better than when you go over your girl's house, some girl you messing with, and she throw that John in the air fryer. You know what I'm saying? So for me, my issue with AI art is that no matter what we do, it will always take from somebody else's art. I don't care what type of prompt you put into it. I don't care what you do with it. The slippery slope is that I can sit there and I can have I may not even have no nefarious reasons of doing it. I may not even have no negative reason of doing it. I think that people do. And I think that I know that Tim's reasons for doing it is for time and things of that nature. And he's a person who has done the work. So he's using it as a tool. My issue is that it becomes this slippery slope, because even if you don't put in, say, make this look like Still Freeze or make this look like Bianchi, the AI machine is still going to grab from those individuals, steal their artwork, and put it in there. Now, the flip side of that is there's always the pros and the cons of that. Because we get into hip hop, we start talking about sampling and things of that particular nature. So this is an ongoing situation. Right. And I would be a hypocrite because I do sample, I do this, et cetera, et cetera. But the consequences of that is that if you get caught, you don't give credit, you get jammed up. Until the laws are put in a particular place where artists can get their particular credit, I'm just not with it at all. It's just something that I don't think that all AI stuff is negative. It's just, for me personally, I believe in getting that pencil, that pad. It's like when somebody is an MC and somebody's ghostwriting. Like I personally cannot co-sign AI when it comes to art. And that's just me.
I got a question.
But hold on. Because the thing is, and I'm gonna show you why. So when you watch what happens at the Original Art Expo, keyword the Original Art Expo, you have these. For instance, when you go to these cons, they're to the point where you can't even sell AI art anymore because people are sitting there selling things that are AI art. Correct. But when you watch the Original Art Expo, you're gonna see the greatest artists and the greatest minds all in one particular space. And what's dope about my particular series is that when I did Collections in Black in Pittsburgh a year ago, I did it by myself. Shout out to Castro when I went out to Orlando, and he invited me to come back, and he said, man, let's collaborate and let's put something really dope together. So you know what? We're going to show the first episode, and the first episode will tell the story. And for me, it's very important that we use the tools that we have to get the results that we want. And that's just how I feel about it. And like I said, it's not a diss towards anybody who does whatever. But for me, I'm like, if I find a comic artist is using AI art in certain things, I have a question. I have a question about that. But let's get into the video right now. We'll do the first episode and then we'll get back. And I think this is a healthy debate because I believe that, these are good questions. And I know some people believe there is some collaborative efforts in there. But, for me, I like my shit drawn pencil and paper. And I'm just, I draw my line in the sand at that particular point. So without further ado, episode 1 of OAX Collections in Black, All Access. What's up, people? This is Big Phil from Collections in Black, and I want to welcome you to the first of several videos that I'm going to do about my experience at the Original Art Expo in Orlando. First, I wanted to do a full just this super long, big movie piece about my experience with the good people from Comic Art Fans. But instead of me doing it like that, I've decided to switch gears and I'm going to break it down into segments. For those who do not know the original Art Expo, this was the second one that they had, and it's an incredible experience. It is a place where you have nothing but original comic art. You have the greatest artists in the industry. You also have some of the best art dealers in the industry. And of course, you have the greatest fans in the industry. They all gather in Orlando to come and experience this event. I want to backtrack a little bit. The reason why I even went or even knew about the original Art Expo was that my good friend, the guy I consider my brother, Otis, he hit me up and he said, hey, there's this thing that's coming up. It's really special, man. And, you know, you're going to want to be there. So I made sure I was there. During this time, I'm in the trenches. I'm working on my exhibit at the August Wilson Center back in Pittsburgh. And I'm also trying to get footage for the film that accompanies it. The biggest thing that came about after going to the original Art Expo, the first one from last year, was that not only did I get a chance to meet such legends as Ken Lashley and Brian Stillfreeze, but Stillfreeze introduced me to a brother by the name of Khalil. Stillfreeze said to me, you need to meet this guy. So we met, we talked for a moment, we exchanged numbers. He gave me some props for some art that I had, and I showed him some love for some art that he had. I had no idea that meeting Khalil on that day was going to make such an impact on Collections in Black. Because to be honest, it was almost instantaneous that we started working. Within a few weeks, me and him were talking about, you know, him helping out with the Collections in Black exhibit back in Pittsburgh, PA. And this brother was like, hey, I got this, I got this, I got this. You know what? I know this guy, I know this guy. We could pull these things together. The next thing I know, me and Khalil both end up in Dallas, Texas. And that is where we exchanged the artwork. So he gave me artwork to take back to Pittsburgh.
This is a couple that you really dig. So this is J. Scott Campbell, and these are my first
of all,
pricey cover buys. Go ahead.
First of all,
yeah,
I didn't see this.
I know you didn't. I know you didn't.
You's a wild boy.
We also made our way to Heritage Auctions because they were going to pull out some really dope Matt Baker pieces for us to look at. They had a whole entire Matt Baker story spread out for us, and they had some really nice high-grade Matt Baker comics for us to check out. Sat there, we chopped it up with them for a couple of hours, and shout out to the good people at Heritage because they rolled out the red carpet for us.
That kind of thing.
Jim has said yes. You can have the Hero for Hire 1 cover and a Baker page. So we've got to. That Hero for 1 cover. That's a big deal.
I got a chance to kick it with my little brother Antonio, and then I was on my way back to Pittsburgh. A few weeks later, Khalil flies in for the opening of the exhibit, and now here we are. And if we're going to be 100% honest, you know, me even having a gallery at OAX wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for Casro. Shortly after I left OAX the first time, for the first installment of OAX, I did a video piece, and he hit me up and said he loved it and he wanted to do some work with me. And then after that, we just kept in contact. He even came into Pittsburgh and visited the exhibit with him and a couple of other individuals. And after that, we just kept in contact, and the next thing you know, we started talking about doing what I did here in Pittsburgh and bringing it into a different scale in Orlando at the original Art Expo. And it turned out to be a really dope experience. Having me, Khalil, and Kazra curate this thing, pulling together all of our particular friends and connects to make this thing happen was nothing short of incredible. So on Thursday, me and my daughter Tristan, we were flying off from Pittsburgh to Orlando. And I see Sanford in the airport, and it just so happens our seats were together. I said, man, I got some of this artwork with me. And he was like, man, pull it out. So we're literally on the plane looking at artwork. And I got one of those big 11x17 portfolios, and we're sitting next to each other, and we have it all the way out, and we're going through the pages. And he's looking at things. He's showing love to certain art on the pages. He's critiquing certain things, and he's like, "Oh man, this is crazy. I've never seen this before." And to me, that was a dope experience to to be sitting there discussing this art on the plane. And it wasn't weird or in no weird way. It was just two brothers on there, discussing really dope artwork, and we were both excited about getting to Orlando. Me and my daughter, we go to our room, settle in for a minute, and then at this particular point, I wanted to make my way down to the gallery just to see what the space looked like.
The calm before the storm.
I wanted to kind of scope out the area and try to catch up with Kazra and Bill and others. Kaz was there literally handling business. He's sitting there trying to get things in motion and seeing what's going on. And it's always dope seeing Kazra, man. He's one of the hardest working brothers in the business.
If we know how to set up the pro panels, at least we can do the one corner one in here. We're not worried about it. It's the CAX gallery, which I think, Roger, this is open. CAX special gallery right here, panels. So you see that wall is like right in the middle, and then so you can't put anything by the wall. You have to stay 6 feet away from the door, so by the time it's done, you're like, where can I put anything? Put a lot of weight on Big Phil's shoulders. That's where we put everything.
This is what we do.
But did you see this? This is pretty well set up. This is the Illustration Art Expo.
Nice.
It's gonna be full art. Tomorrow is the crazy day. You should see some of the art. Did you see that, Kirby?
I did. Wow. When are we gonna put our shit up tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, tomorrow. So tonight, they're supposed to set up all of the walls and panels so that
I think did they start in there? Did they start in there already?
Well, there's two companies. One of them does like these pipe and drapes and tables and chairs.
Right.
That's the convention service company. Then there's another company we got for the panels for the art.
Okay.
And they're supposed to show up at 6:30, but they're going to set up all the panels in the CAX gallery, the special gallery.
Okay.
So that by the time you and I come in the morning, hopefully with Khalil, I'm not sure when Khalil gets in.
He comes in the night.
We're going to set up the gallery. You had what? You were on the plane with Sanford?
Yeah, we sat next to each other.
Who arranged that? God?
It just happened. The highlight to me for that night was actually going into our gallery room and seeing all the bags set up. We were some of the first people that were there. So I'm sitting there with Bill and Kazra and others, and we're kind of, getting ready for the weekend. And we decided to look at some of the art that we had obtained for the Collections in Black Gallery. Shout out to my man Sean, who hooked us up with the Black Panther Jungle Action KKK pages.
Funny is, I've been trying to get these pieces for what? So I tried to get these in the original Collections in Black. My God. Oh my gosh. Look at that. This is incredible, man.
In person.
It's unreal, man. Just the level of detail on these. It's crazy.
Those two.
Playing cards. Looking at his hand while listening to this whole conversation.
There's that DPS. We gotta get to that last.
Yeah, that's.
This one's gotta replace the entire top panel. We use that pattern for the background.
Just look at this though, man. This is I just stare at this page. He's about to swing on with a shotgun? I've never noticed that before. Like, you get ready. Golly.
It's fragile too. I mean, it has been pieced together. It's got this weird backing. Maybe it was damaged and it's been reinforced. That is a wild piece of original art.
Yeah, that's one of the illest pieces on the planet.
Where are the gloves?
They're upstairs. My dear. It's just crazy, like when you see this and you see the just the amount of detail.
Hey, man, what was that? Hey, there's always next year. There's always next year for the Ravens for Lamar to choke in the playoffs, and there's always another year for Russ to not do good or Mike Tomlin to be mediocre. It's good to see you, man. How you being? I know the world does. We'll fumble or something crazy. Hey, very good, very good, very good. How you been?
I've been great.
They're happy they went to 17 games because when they win 9
Yeah, no, hey, listen, Mike Tomlin's MO is like, I've never been under 500, but I never won anything without Ben Roethlisberger, so we're all set.
I'm gonna let him slide today. Okay? You know I'm gonna let him slide? You know I'm gonna let him slide?
Man,
you know I'm gonna let him slide?
I'm going out.
Because you want to see this. Oh, I know you gotta go before you go.
Right now, I'm just. Oh, I understand that.
What?
Also have some coming out, right? One out, and then like make a triangle, so it holds it. But, I mean, for the most part, once we get it all set up.
You little raggedy thing.
Let me ask you something small. This is on one side of the panel.
Don't stop. Take that.
We can, but sometimes.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
One more of those.
Come on. And two. Listen, listen. You got. Oh my goodness. I'm like playing spades in this bitch.
Is that crazy or what?
Oh my goodness. We're not done.
Oh no, finders keepers.
I can't either.
Where you want to keep him? Just here?
Just keep him here.
That one. Yeah, thank you.
That one. Yeah. Come on, man.
This is when you do the walk away.
Come on, man.
Just walk away from it.
These were the pages that I saw these pages as a kid, and I would sit back and I would just study them. So to see these pages live and to hold them pages in my hand was a powerful moment. Like, it was even to the point where my daughter said something to me, and she said, watching me see these pages for the first time meant something to her because she knows that these pages meant that much to me as a kid. And for her to say that was dope. Like, I'm like, okay, yeah, she gets it. She gets it. So that night was just incredible. Like, we're literally just going through pieces of artwork and just, getting ready for the next day. And this just was on Thursday. Wait till I tell you about what happened on Friday. Yes, sir. We back.
Yeah, everybody need to unmute here.
Oh yeah, we back. Finally. It only took a whole year. Finally. It was worth the wait, man. The good thing about Phil's documentary, I was there for a lot of the things that he filmed. He has a lot of footage. And I'm really looking forward to seeing it. This is the tip of the iceberg. As he says at the end, that's just Thursday. That's not even the real part of what he has filmed. There's discussions with Brian Steelfries and Sanford Green and Dennis Cowan that you're not going to get that anywhere else. So yeah, hats off to you, man. That's dope.
Appreciate it. And on a side note, I just want people to understand I wasn't, my thing, I'm pro original art. I do think that you can use AI for a tool. My thing is that it's just very tricky because I just feel when it takes and you can't get the credit or that is where I'm just like, I just don't, for me personally, I'm just not touching it. But then I'm also like, for instance, when I was watching, when Tim was showing his the pencils to the brother robot, I'm gonna say brother bot, the brother bot.
It's Brother Robo.
The pencils was crazy. Like the pencils look so dope to me. Like when I see, I'm like, and then like when I see, you know, because you know, for the paintings and things of that nature, like to me, it's like, I don't know. And Phil, if you don't want to do nothing with those pencils for the brother bot or whatever, John, you can send them over to me because I'll take them.
Okay, so it's when is it appropriate for me to respond? Because I don't want to step on what you got.
No, go ahead.
Okay, all right. So I've been digital since 1997.
Okay.
I don't even draw on paper anymore. I draw on a huge Cintiq. Right? I've drawn on small ones, large ones. I'm completely digital.
Right.
I draw in Photoshop, Clip Studio Paint. First it was Photoshop and Fractal Painter. Then Metacreations bought them. Then Corel bought them, right? So I've been digital more than I've been analog.
Okay.
Right? So I worked in the game industry for a second, for just a brief period of time. I worked for Ubisoft Entertainment, right? And when I was there, that's when I was already digital because I worked in the 3D animation industry before, but working and for a game, I began to understand that there are techniques that can be used that are not about drawing. It's modeling in the computer, right?
Right.
And it changed the way I work. So I long ago moved away from the idea of having originals. Now, the irony is I kept all my originals. I've only sold one piece of work in my entire life. I keep all my originals, right? Any originals that I don't have that I produced, those were lost. But I keep all my work. And as a result of that, when I did my career retrospective during the Carnegie Hall Afrofuturism Festival and at NYU Gallatin Galleries, where the show was held tonight, back in 10 years ago now, I did that career retrospective, and I was only able to do that because I had my originals that were, you know, pen and ink, marker, watercolor gouache, and what was digital was literally printed out.
Okay.
Right? So I long ago moved away from the idea of having original art, and it didn't bother me so much because I work in a field where you are drawing for reproduction, right? And because you're drawing for reproduction, I wasn't initially it wasn't as important to me what happened. The originals, I was never intending to make money off the originals anyway. Like I know dudes who draw, but they are looking immediately, as soon as they finish their work, they're looking to sell those pages because that's how they make their living. And I have no problem with that. Now, as it relates to AI, the last major change that happened with me was when I began to deal with game engines, Unreal Engine. I didn't use Unity so much, but I used Unreal, right? And the reason why Unreal was
Unity, Frostbite.
I'm sorry?
I said Unreal, Unity, Frostbite.
Right. I used Unreal because what Unreal did that you could not get out of 3ds Max or Maya or any of those programs is when you build an object, you light it, it takes a long time for the rendering to be done, right? With Unreal, you get real-time lighting, real-time shadows. So that changed everything, right? When AI came around, sure, ethical issues, you all it definitely has its issues. However, this is how I reconcile that. And this is how I reconcile it, not for anyone else, for me, right? I reconcile it by saying, very simply, the very devices that we are using right now to have this podcast, to do our work,
right,
are manufactured with a combination of exploitation of third world countries and exploitation of child labor. That's fact. I'm not making that up. That's what happens, right? But no one's going to give up their cell phones. No one's going to give up their laptops. We use them. Secondly, automobiles, since their inception, have polluted the environment. Unless you're driving a hybrid vehicle, every car, like the car I drove, my wife was driving home today, pollutes because it's run off of petroleum, right? So the idea of using a technology that is disruptive, that's nothing new, right? As a result of that, I had to make a decision for myself. Is this something that I'm going to move away from because of that ethical fact? Or am I going to create for myself a bridge that allows me to reconcile the use of that technology? And I decided it was...
It's funny when I hear this because maybe for me, I say closer to the ground, but someone who can see both sides, because I understand. Yes, it's not to say that there's an argument, but there is one here, right? There's a top level and there's a sub argument, and Phil kind of alluded to the sub. So AI copying anyone's work and not giving them credit is bad. Full stop. There's no excuse. There's no negating that, and that's not what you're doing at all. So just stay with me. Copying anyone's artwork, copying anyone's work, traditional, digital, is 100% wrong. They deserve to be stoned and thrown up there with Francis Martina. Full stop. 100%. But then I go, wait. There's a sub argument there. It's Phil alluded to it, where it's original or paper and digital, right? That always comes up in the AI conversation. Paper, digital, paper, digital, paper, digital. But I'm like, wait, there's artists that I see right now that are getting paid top dollar, top billing. They are not at certain cons. People aren't coming in, and all their work is digital. To the point, it looks copy and paste, right? So that it goes, but that's accepted. And then I go, but wait a minute. AI,
you forgot to use the word a lot. There's a lot of artists.
A lot. My brain is going to two individuals, right? And I like their work. I like their personality. But the minute you see this individual's artwork, you're like, dude, this is a Windows XP screensaver with a hero on top of it. Full stop. But it's digital. You can see. You can't draw. You can draw on paper, but this is digital. But then I go, okay, outside of the plagiarism that AI came on the game with, right? Because that's the main thing. That's the main crux in everyone's craw. The plagiarism and the ease of the plagiarism, where I can say, take my sexual chocolate logo and make it look like Dennis Cowan drew it. Boom. It goes back to what Phil said. It ain't gonna look the same. It ain't gonna taste like grandma's cooking, but it'll be close. If you've never had the source, you can pass this. But outside of that, I don't. Maybe because I'm.
Here's the thing that's kind of interesting.
I don't see what the issue is outside, and it's not. I don't see, because I'm like, it's tools, right? Because I go back and I think Photoshop. Photoshop has a litany of tools. Every single one of those tools are aggregated inside of AI.
Right. Imaginos Workshop actually makes the point I was trying to make. Tim brought up Photoshop and Clip, but you still have to have drawing skill to create.
No, agreed. 100% agreed. So that's what I was alluding to. So outside of the plagiarism and the prompting, right? So the prompting of take my logo and say X this. If you're using it to assist, like I said, we're not going full Francis Martina where you literally just say, thank you, DC. I'll take your $300,000 check and go and say, make me a Superman cover. Boom. Here, go. No, but you gotta listen. I ain't got time for all of that. Make me some backgrounds that look like New York City. And then you take your digital pad and you draw it up and you call it a day. I don't see what the issue is.
you know, it's kind of interesting. And this is not a new debate, right? In the art world, in the art world in general, not just comic books. Phil made a good point. A good analogy where he talked about, you know, sampling in hip hop, and that got rectified eventually over time, where sampling became less necessary. But why did it become less necessary? Well, you had computers that can create beats. Like when you sit there and you go on a computer and you're mixing your own music, and you said, "Let me hit this 808 beat drum," right? And you got the 808 beat. Where did that sound come from? If you say, "Hey, let's do this piano sound and let's mix it with this 808," someone had to input that sound. Someone had to. When you say, "Give me a salsa beat," you know, you have your old keyboard. Give me a salsa beat, and then it plays a salsa beat. Someone had to input that salsa beat, and you may do new arrangements with it. You may add to that. You may layer it with other beats and other sounds and other, you know, instruments, but you're layering it with stuff that was pre-recorded from someone else, and you may make something completely new, and something that no one can claim as being theirs. But at the end of the day, the argument with AI, when you go, look, if you use it even for the smallest thing, it drew from a million different subjects to make that small thing. It's no different in music. You drew from other sources to make these sounds, and that you're mixing together.
So Paul, let me say something. You ever see that? You ever see that episode of Bill Cosby when Theo tells his dad how he just wants to be regular people? I'm about to talk to you about Bill Cosby. That is the most ridiculous analogy on the planet. So that's not how.
No, it's not, because I actually work in a field. I actually work in a field where AI is a subject matter.
I'm not talking about the AI part. I think you're on par with the AI part. So for those people who've never touched the SP1200 or MPC, that's not how sampling works. That is not how those particular sounds work or whatever. So I think what happens is a lot of times we like to use that to oversimplify that. That is not how that works. So as somebody who actually has record credits, I'm well versed on saying that's not how that works. The reason why the sampling was an issue was because for hip hop it was a necessity to use that as the creation. The problem was that these artists were not getting paid for their particular work. Sampling, absolutely. Now here's the flip side of that. Now sampling, it wasn't that people didn't need it no more because of the innovation, because people still flip sounds, take drums and things of that particular nature. And so I do see where there is there's a correlation between that in the AI situation. And I think, you know, the good thing, there's pros and cons, and I think that these are healthy debates. And I think that there's nothing wrong with having these debates. And I feel like we should have these particular debates, you know, more often. My only issue, like I said before, is that I just know that it's just a slippery slope with certain particular individuals, because we have found that there have been artists who will sit there and it just isn't theirs. And of course, I'm not sure that's what Tim is obviously throwing it into such and such. Like, so when I look at what he's doing, I look at now the analogy for what Tim is doing. You could take the hip hop reference, right? So you can sit back and you're saying, I'm doing this in Procreate or Photoshop, but he actually has the drawing skills. And then you're going into a different layer where you're sitting back. Okay, I'm gonna throw this on there. Okay, I don't like the way that look. I'm gonna bring this back, and then I'm gonna put this in. Then I'm gonna come back in. So with that, I look at his process.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Is it okay if I share my screen while you guys are talking?
Yeah, because I feel like we're narrating the skill level. What you're doing right now.
Absolutely.
Yeah. No. Look, let me say this while y'all doing that. I got nothing to say. Y'all, not only you're making great, important points.
Right.
My issue, I'm gonna tell you my biggest issue. Again, some people gonna use it, some people not gonna use it.
For sure.
One thing everybody agrees with: this technology is not going anywhere.
It's not going nowhere.
No,
but the thing that I'm tired of is we're not talking about it. There's no nuance. There's no nuanced conversation. It's like
it's
life
a
doesn't
blanket
work that way.
conversation. No, and I think that's the part that I'm getting out
tonight,
because
nuance.
No, we're
There's
having it. We're 100% having it because like there's the blanket, and that's why I said full stop. The plagiarism, the prompts to hide, and the uncredited imagery or mockery is wrong. Full stop. I'm not debating that. I'm not touching that. That's wrong. 100% wrong. Outside of that, I don't see what I'm not saying that anyone else is that. This is just me and my vision because I'm reading the chat, I'm seeing the conversations, and obviously this is not something that's new. That Tim Felder brought it in. No. This is something that's been permeating in our culture since the inception of AI.
For sure.
If you're not using it with those two, malicious intent, right? And I say malicious intent on purpose because I don't care who you are, and this is where I will absolutely get on my soapbox. I don't give a damn who you are. You go in saying I'm whatever reason I want this person's my idol, make it look like so and so. Wrong. Get them out of here. Go into the Matina box. You go in there saying, "Listen, I'm gonna do this." Put some words together. Then when it comes, someone like Phil says, "Oh, that's nice. Can you draw me give me a sketch? You give me a remark." And you sitting there pulling out a printer because your ass can't draw. Throw them in the Matina box. 100% wrong. Yeah. Outside of those two extremes, because I feel that AI gets wrapped into the salacious, he copied, which is still wrong. But outside of that, I don't see. I mean, like I said, and maybe because I'm coming from a tech background, right? AI is nothing but an aggregate of tools, right? And it's funny that people are, AI. No, because Derek and I can tell you, we would download AI kits for different applications and whatnot. All my other DJ buddies, when they're on the NP6, they're on their Sennheisers, they would come to me and get the cracked version so they can upload these beat kits and upload these sample packs and whatnot. So I'm like, we've been using it for how long? Outside of the negative connotation, I don't see what the issue is with it. Yeah. Let them rock. Yes, especially if they're
really
using
not going away. I literally sat through a webinar today on my job about the use of AI.
There we go.
Literally. And how something that if I want to, I'm an attorney. So if I want to write a brief, a legal brief, and I want to summarize some records, as I do, if I've done for my entire career, and I have to read through 100 pages of records, and it takes me hours to read through that, summarize it, analyze it. It takes hours. AI can do it in 10 minutes.
What do I use my lawyers?
Do you think employers, knowing that, are going to tell you to stop using AI because it's going to hurt the lawyer's feelings?
But can I ask you this though, Paul?
Yeah.
Lawyer friends, as we having real conversations. If AI is so here's the problem with that for me.
Mm-hmm.
And this is where I'm at with that. So here's the problem with that for me. Are you actually learning the case if AI is giving you the cliff notes?
It depends.
And that is not the right answer.
That's the only answer. That's absolutely the right answer.
So all everything that we're doing.
Let me explain why that's the answer.
Please do.
Because of the word that was just used recently.
Okay.
Nuance.
Yes.
This is all nuanced. When you go into absolutes,
right,
that's where you have problems.
That's
you
fair.
can't say all AI is bad. I'm not going to use AI.
Right.
You sound idiotic when you say that, because
Facts.
We all use AI every day.
Right, for different things. Yes, sir.
For different things. It's nuanced. There's layers to this, right? That's why I was emphasizing the rules that Tim was giving us. Those 4 rules. Don't. That's why I mentioned before Asimov's rules. If you're into sci-fi, you know what I'm talking about.
Yes, sir.
Isaac Asimov, who's a brilliant writer but also a scientist, in his book I, Robot, wrote the 4 rules of AI.
Yep.
Right, the 4 rules of robotics.
Right.
Which is in essence AI. He was generations ahead of his time. And much of that reigns true to this day. That when they're working with AI, they still reference Isaac Asimov's rules on robotics.
Right.
So you have to have a code. You have to have rules, or else it does become dangerous. It does cross lines. The slope becomes extremely slippery.
Yes, sir.
But to sit there and say that we can't use AI is like saying, you know what? I can't use fire because fire's bad. It burned down my house. Well, you can also use fire to cook your food.
Right.
You can also use fire to light a candle on your birthday.
Excuse me.
You can tell he's a lawyer. He's a lawyer, dog.
Can we? This is recorded, right?
Yes,
absolutely.
Why can't all these other fancy smancy institutions have this kind of conversation? I'm sitting there going like, oh my God.
They're not as smart as we are.
Well, it's not
okay,
even,
all right.
it's not even about as smart.
Okay,
it's because
I get it. I got it.
Everyone's
I'm just like, my God.
But you know what?
Just need to.
Let me say
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, I think the difference is that none of us on here, none of us have an agenda on trying to make a point. So it's to the point where we can sit back and we take pieces of this. Okay, you know what? I agree with this. I disagree with that. But you know what? We'll come to a particular compromise. You know, at some point you got to bend the knee. You know, but I think it's also everybody's making their points and everybody's points are respected. But I think it's also we also have this commonality in just getting to the truth. I mean, the issue is that nowadays people can't have these strong debates and be okay afterwards. I could disagree with Paul all day, but guess what? If he say, "Man, let's go hoop," we can still go hoop. You know what I mean? We can still go kick it. It's no big deal. I mean, from the outside looking in, people like, man, they was going off on each other. No, man. As men, as people, we're allowed to have these type of conversations and to still be okay. I think that the result is the thing for us is as intelligent Black men and Black women is that we're always trying to find the truth, or at least try to get to what we think it is, and that's my whole thing. A lot of times when people debate, they're already on whatever side. There people, and I can speak to this. People want to prove their point so bad that they'll double down on being wrong. Where that's
So I would like to add something, Phil, if you got a second.
Go ahead, Sid.
Your audio sounds kind of crazy, Angel.
Yeah, Angel, it's kind of like underwater.
Oh, hold on.
And while Angel's getting her audio set up, Phil,
we were talking robotics, so she put on her robotics voice.
There we go. Phil, the one thing that I would add to your
does it still sound?
Everyone here,
it does not
still sounds like
it's probably the AirPods. Disconnect
the one
the AirPods.
thing that I would add to your sentiment, Phil, is everyone here, including Tim, including our audience, actually cares about the creators. We care about the art.
Facts.
Right? So it's like me coming from a tech background, you coming from original art, different aspects, but at our core, you and I both want to make sure that people get paid, no one gets robbed, and the art and the culture is still moving forward in a positive way at our core. That's it. So it's a debate, but it's not I'm gonna stay in my box.
You sound better now, Angel.
Oh yeah, there we go, Angel.
Okay. So the question was asked why the conversation isn't on other platforms, and there's a more sinister reason behind it. If so, coming off of corporate, I've been in tech over 30 years, from analog phones all the way until last year in November, and working alongside the government and tech. The corporations don't want people to have an unspoken rule like the 4 rules of robotics or even with Tim's rules, which are very solid ways of dealing with technology. If there's not a consensus of unspoken rules, then there's nothing submitted into law to govern for those bad things that happen. Like right now, AI tech is used to take someone's picture and you can, make them nude. That's a huge conversation that's happening right now.
Right.
So if there's no consensus among society, because that's how a lot of laws come into putting on the books, is if there's not a common idea about something, then there's no catch up to the legal aspect of it. So corporations are quiet. The other side of it is also, because I'm a labor advocate, been doing that over 30 years as well. AI allows for that bridge. When you're a small business and you're not large enough to add, a certain amount of people to do work, because, labor costs, and you want to save, AI on all the platforms allow for you to fill in that time gap. So there's this huge fear because the economy is unstable right now. Well, if they're not going to hire me at $18, $20 an hour to do this work and the computer's doing it, how far will that go on a bigger scale? And it is happening with corporations. They are implementing AI. We hear it all the time. Call an 800 number. You're talking to a computer. And then sometimes right now, it is very difficult to even tell that it's not a person.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
the technology is not going to go away. Establish rules.
Let me speak to that.
Tim's going to say something. Go ahead, Tim. Go ahead, Tim.
No. I don't mean to totally inject.
No, go ahead, Tim.
I was saying it to. I was speaking with a journalist yesterday. I won't go into his name just to protect his identity, and I was telling him that and this goes to what was just said. The trend goes, oh, this is going to eliminate jobs. It will. But the thing that no one wants to say, they're not saying, it's the elephant in the room. This technology
will create more jobs.
Yes, that too, but they say that. But there's the other thing. This is going to destroy companies.
Mm-hmm.
You guys see what I'm drawing, right? Now, I don't know how quickly I can draw. Do we have like another 30 minutes? Because I know we got to do a field second.
You're good.
Not only am I going to finish drawing this, I want to see if I can animate it.
Bet.
So keep going. If I can animate this, why do I need Disney?
Well, hold on here, because Oracle said something that I was keeping in my back pocket. But we are the Black Comic Lords. We don't hold no goddamn punches. You already heard me talk about the Martina box. I don't care. It is what it is. I don't care. If you don't know who Frances Martina is, Google it. But one thing that Oracle said, where she's at, and if you don't know, I call Angel Oracle. Get used to it. One thing that Oracle alluded to that's absolutely prevalent, and it's a negative thing. It's absolutely prevalent. The reason, at least, and this is my take, I've spoken to people behind the scenes, and they are of the same sentiment. The bigger companies, and this is only related towards comic books, they're not saying nothing because they're like, yo, respectfully, why would I pay Dennis Cowan, who is
go ahead,
he's my Michael Jordan. Why the hell would I pay Dennis Cowan X amount of money when I can do one of two things? I can get a rookie kid and take his art and say, okay, that's nice. Prompt the bitch. Make it look like Dennis Cowan-ish. And then the true thing. So this is also the crazy part. Remember, we got all these people who passed away, the Matt Bakers, the Stan Lees, all these amazing art that's gone that they own. What do you think they're going to do with all these things? What do you think they're going to do with it? They're just going to sit there in the archive? Nah. They're going to AI it up to the utmost degree, which is why.
That's not even the most insidious part. I will tell you the most insidious part.
Which is why
I will tell you the most insidious part.
Which is why Tim's rules actually, if you think about it, Tim's rules actually protect us to a degree because it makes sure that it gives the AI guidelines, if you will, where it's like, don't do this, don't do that. Because the big companies are literally sitting back waiting for the fallout, because what they want to do is say, okay, Matt Baker, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Static, thank you very much. Make me a cover. Boom. Because you know what happens? Here's the sucky part. Here's the sucky part. As much as we complain, as much as we bitch and moan about A, B, C, we are going to buy the goddamn covers anyway.
Here's the insidious part. Because one of the things people will say was, well, you know, AI can't be as creative as a human brain. The AI can simply take information that it's borrowed from somewhere else and just regurgitate it. It can take an amalgam of information from different sources, but in essence, it can't think and be creative, so to speak. It can simply mirror what humanity has done, and it's not just a mirror, it's a prism. So
talk about that.
Based on the different angles, it's seemingly showing you something new, but it's simply just reflecting humanity from different perspectives. That's what AI is. So the companies say, well, look, let's find loopholes. I'm in the industry where loopholes is a thing. So let me tell you the loophole. Okay, let me think. AI can't create a new. I want a new character that's going to sell well for my publishing company. But AI can't create a new character. It can simply do a prism of all these other characters. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to hire this kid who's in art school, and I'm going to say, hey, sign this contract. I'm going to pay you $2,000. Well, that's a lot of money. $2,000. That's more money than I make in a week. I'll give you $2,000. I want you to draw me some character designs. I'll do some character designs for you. Oh, by the way, you're going to sign this little disclosure thing that says this is work for hire. So whatever you create in these character designs, you're not gonna have any rights to it. I don't care if I make $1 billion making this into a movie, you get no rights to it. Are you still gonna take the $2,000? Well, considering I gotta pay my rent this month and I'm eating ramen noodles last night, yeah, I'm gonna take the $2,000. So he takes the $2,000, he signs on the dotted line, he creates 4 different characters, brand new, never seen before, don't look like anybody else, creates a backstory. The publisher then takes that art, takes the backstory that was written, dumps it into AI and says, make me a freaking comic book.
Boom.
And the publisher doesn't have to pay any royalties to anyone. He can't copyright it. But who cares? He's still making money hand over fist with these creations, and he doesn't have to pay AI a single red cent.
And that's the point right there. Right there. You said
this is
right
what
there.
I talk about when I say the most important thing about all of these discussions is nuance, and we cannot gloss over what Tim pointed out. He has 4 rules. Those 4 rules are brilliant, Tim, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
I honestly believe from a legal analysis,
from
a moral analysis, from a common sense analysis, those 4 rules are a lot stronger than more people may realize. Very basic, but also on point in terms of the proper use, at least a bare minimum proper use of AI. Is there more rules that need to be layered on top of that? Of course. But you have to have at least a bottom level floor for the use of AI, and I think those 4 rules are perfect for that.
So hold on, I want to take
real
this
quick, Chuck. Hey, real quick, Chuck. Let me ask you real quick, Paul. Can we do this real quick? I think that drawing is dope too, by the way. But
thank you, man.
Let's go into the second episode, and then we can come back, and then we can end on Tim's animation piece since he's putting.
Keep drawing as we watch the second episode.
Let's get to the second episode.
So 15 minutes, right? 15 minutes, right?
Yeah, I'm on my second episode ain't but 12, so you good.
Okay, I gotta move fast. All right, good.
So let me say this too about episode number 2. So we saw how we started off with the first. Obviously, you know what? We're just gonna get right into it. It talks. It does it for itself. we're gonna go right into hey Derek, I got it already sent over to you. So if we're ready, mute everybody. Episode number 2. And also, so going forward, y'all, they're going to be on YouTube. They're not available as of yet. Still working out with Kaz or how he wants to drop them all. And in the next week, we're going to drop the last 2 episodes, and that last one is incredible. So this is just getting y'all up to speed. So Brother Derek, whenever you're ready, go ahead and drop episode number 2, my brother.
I got it. 1 second. Oh.
Feel for Collections in Black, and I want to welcome you to OAX Collections in Black All Access. If you've been watching in order, you just got done watching Thursday. Just give you a heads up, there will be one for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and Sunday. 4 days of access to what happened at the second installment of the Original Art Expo. That features me and some of your favorite artists and collectors. And we're just going to get right into what Friday looked like. So on Friday, me and Tristan wanted to get down to the special gallery early because we need to get set up because the show starts on Saturday for the general public. On our way to the special gallery, we passed by where they're handing out the people's badges and taking the tickets and you're still getting the information together. And we stopped and we were one of the first people to sign the posters. On one piece, I'm trying not to take up too much space, but I also want to have a space that's prominent so that when you see this, when you see the poster, you'll see our names on there. It was dope being able to do this and having my daughter participate, in this also. It would be wrong for me not to mention Brother Kazra. I just see the way Kazra moves in certain spaces and make things happen. It's kind of dope to witness, even watching him talking to the guys in security about, what needs to happen and what shouldn't happen. To see the way he interacts with people is something special.
We call them special galleries. So the one that we were just at all the way far, that one and this one are the 2 special galleries.
So no one should be walking out with art?
No one should be walking out with anything here unless it's one of the people that owns it.
Okay.
And if they do that, they deserve what happens to them. The special galleries, there's only 2 special galleries. This one and that original long room that we were in, those are basically, let's just call them museum style presentations of art. They're not for sale. They're not meant for any of that. No one should be touching the art. No one should put their nose up to it.
And then how about the pictures? How in that policy, pictures, people taking pictures?
Oh, please, yeah, let them do what they want.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, please, yeah, thank you.
All right.
They can dust the frames if they want.
I make my way back up to my room because I had to grab some of the artwork that I needed for the special gallery. And then I also was supposed to meet Sanford Green in a little while. So I make my way back up to my room, grab the artwork, come downstairs, meet with Sanford Green. He hands over all the pages to Bitterroot #1. And all I can say is that it's amazing to see that artwork in person. It's Friday, so people are bringing in their artwork and people are setting up and things of that nature. It's a teamwork situation. So one of the dealers that were coming in, they came in, they brought in a bunch of really, really incredible painted pieces. One of the pieces was a Frazetta piece. So we're going out there grabbing the boxes, and to me, it was just dope bringing that piece in and seeing that piece in person. You would know which Rosetta piece it is, though, correct?
It's the Swordsman of Mars, if I remember correctly. Swords of Mars.
Come on, man.
Yeah. So
that's crazy. Yeah. I don't even want to touch it.
These are over there.
I mean, let's open up our shit, man. Yeah. Let's throw through that real quick. The hell? No, we need some frames like that.
You know, Frazetta is one of my favorite artists of all time. And to be in a gallery that not only has collections in Black pieces in it, but to also have a Frazetta, like, within the vicinity, that was a moment where I almost fanned out a little bit because I'm such a fan of Frazetta, but that was just a dope moment. So at this particular point, my fam come in and, you know, we start looking at these pieces.
Okay. Oh, Khalil?
Khalil, yes.
Bro, your collection?
Let's do that again. Wait, let's do that again. I ain't like the way you came in. I need you to come in like this. I need you more shoulder. More shoulder. Say no to something.
No, yeah.
I need to take a moment to give this particular piece some context. What you're seeing right now is the moment in which Khalil and Otis actually chopped it up for the first time. Both of these brothers knew about each other, but what you're seeing right now is both of these guys giving each other props for their particular collections. Both of these guys are master collectors, in my opinion. And both of these guys played such a big part in Collections in Black by having pieces both in the Pittsburgh edition at the August Wilson Center, and they both contributed major pieces to Collections in Black in OAX. And on top of that, I consider both of these guys my brothers. So what you're seeing right now is history being made.
You have an eye for it, man. Seriously. Yeah, I'm trying. You know how they say, oh, nice. Nice. You know how they say,
He took that from you, right? Yes, sir. Yes, he did. Yes.
We start looking at some of these Sanford Green pieces, man. And let me tell you something. We kind of, you know, we stopped for a while and we just studied them because they were so dope. And it was just incredible to see. So we sat there and we took our time and went through these piece by piece just to be able to appreciate these pieces in this format was just a really dope experience.
I love the perspective because it looks like, like, to me, and this is just me.
Is the bird looking inside of the window?
I was just about to say, like, because what you do is, like, you see that bird right there. Boom, that's that bird. You know what I'm saying? And then you go here, you go here, and you go here. And what, for me, what it does is it puts my vision, I'm the bird, and I'm
100%.
flying.
So it's almost like a bird's eye view, almost.
Bird's eye view. Yeah.
Or exactly.
Exactly right. Thank you. Right. Exactly.
And sometimes this page. See, look at this.
His expression. The expressions are crazy, right?
Right.
I mean, yeah. Everyone's.
The panel layout and the emotional tone of it.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I did.
Did you see that? So let's get to it. Okay, this is dope. Okay, let's get to what we want to see. I need a Klan commission. I need a Black Panther Klan commission. Oh, I need Storm lightening up a Klan. Oh, was that hard, Otis?
Pause.
That was aggressive.
That was aggressive. And I only do that because that's what Phil does. So
pause with that too. That was crazy too. To even say it like that.
About emotion, like, look at this. Like, he has the fear. Like, if you look at their eyes, intent, evil intent, evil intent, evil intent, evil intent, fear. Looks at the thing because he's looking at the noose.
Yep.
Evil, intent, fear. What's going surprise and then boom, 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 holy boom. Like, I mean, this.
You know what makes it crazy with that too? Because you were talking about the evil intent and the fear. Let's address the elephant in the room real quick. Why is my pocket sticking out of my pants? All right, back to the video. In the surprise, fear, and all that, how it switches. How he switches from how the emotion switches. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Sanford just showed emotion through artwork, and it's so easy to follow. I'm like looking at this as if I'm watching it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like watching it take place.
Right. And watch this.
What a way to cap it off. What a way to
Brother's holding his neck.
Right, yeah.
He's holding his neck because he's like, man, I still got this, John. This thing ain't crunched up.
Yeah.
This thing ain't. Yeah, man, he snapped on these.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I had to have think. I never asked,
Let
but
me see
he
the
had to
one.
have kept that first issue. Man,
That is amazing.
24 pages. Wow. Wow.
Word.
Issue 1, baby.
It's crazy how we look at the blackest art in here. Ain't nothing but the brothers in here. I just count all the white folks left. When we start talking about this shit, like, no. See? And look, just like clockwork, that's how God works. And then all of a sudden they come back in.
On Friday, we plan to put up all of the artwork, but all of the hooks that we needed in order to do that were all laid out on a table in the room we were in, and they all ended up missing. Like, we have no idea where they went, and we really needed that since we were in a time crunch. Since we weren't able to actually put them up, my dad and Khalil ended up framing and putting everything, kind of just laying it where it needed to go for Collections in Black.
Let's figure out how we want to lay ours out.
Yes. Okay.
That's the important part. Yep. We kind of sit back, we start laying out the artwork, and we start looking at it. And I'll be honest, I think at this point, it started to sink in that this is really about to happen. But it's like, okay, this is day number 2. We're still here. This is a real thing.
I was able to frame and lay out everything for the Bitterroot series.
We had really expected to put most of our stuff up, if not all of our stuff up on Friday, because you know the actual OAX was actually Saturday, actually the very next day in the morning, early afternoon. The only problem was that the things that we needed to hang everything up with all of a sudden came up missing. Now, when I say they came up missing, I'm only saying that because we had them all laid out. They were there. Come back, they were gone. But that was a problem that we were going to have to deal with on Saturday.
There is a very important part that was left out.
Dude.
Of that section at the end.
What happened? What did I leave out?
Okay.
Your daughter Tristan, who's one of my favorite of your children.
Right.
She mentioned that you guys ran out of clips.
Mm-hmm.
So you went ahead and you put the art in the frames while you waited. What were you waiting for?
That's day 3.
You're trying to give things away. I'm not going front. First,
come on, Paul. Are you
all right, all right. I'm not going to say anything. I'll watch episode 3, and if the scene is not in there,
Right.
Before we get into that, so I don't care about Phil's pockets. There was. That we're gonna get to the AI.
Although when he said that, then the pockets became completely distracted.
Yeah, listen. So guys, for those that can't see, there is a back room in the production hall, and I lost my shit because while Phil was flipping through some stuff, I'm like, whoa, it's me watching it. I'm like, I literally timestamped it so I can go back and watch it. I said that's either a Brian Still Free storm or an Uko Smith storm.
That's Brian.
Dude, I was like, what is that? What is that? Whoa. Oh yeah. I said
There was also Olivia Coppell storm in there.
I said no. Phil know what I was talking about. There was a storm. And I was like,
listen, man, we didn't even get into the art that's in there. So it was, so the thing that was important about that particular clip, I mean, it's just a lot of times when you see these people do these we're gonna go back and we're gonna show a sizzle reel of what happens. They never really show what happens. They just show the little pieces. My whole thing was I wanted to show from the beginning to the end, and the beginning started in Pittsburgh at the August Wilson Center. I want to start from the beginning to how we got there. And
Kaz was just called.
Hold on. Breaking news.
About Paul running off for the supplies and that. Hey, yeah, he'll get taken care of. But but the thing is that what I really wanted to show is when you get to the end of the series that the art
was just something to get us all to get together. My whole thing is, if you watch, I want people to see the brotherhood that is created from this, like, and the respect. When you see Otis and you see Khalil meet for the first time, and the fact that they respect each other, they've heard from each other, and the fact that I was actually able to capture them actually speaking to each other for the first time is just a dope moment. And the thing is that throughout the series, yes, there's incredible art. Yes, there's moments that are caught on camera because we had the camera just rolling we had both cameras rolling. And shout out to my daughter Tristan, who was actually holding it down for a lot of those particular shots with the gimbal. OAX, y'all, is in 2 weeks. I believe it's in 2 weeks. If you have not got your tickets yet, you need to get it. You need to be part of this experience. I'm telling you, there's absolutely nothing like it. I just had one of my guys just text me now because he's actually doing a piece, and he's like, "Yo, I'm watching this in the background. There's no way I'm missing this," and he's on his way up. If you've seen my man Sebas Let's original art collection, is almost unmatched. He hit me up talking about he's going. So there are a lot of people who are getting ready to make their way. And it's going to be their first time. It's going to be a lot of people who have never gone to something like this. So for people watching, get your coins together. Come out to the Original Art Expo, man. It is a great time. You will not be disappointed, whether you buy anything or not.
It absolutely looked great, and I think you spoke about it, and I was like, no, don't talk about it yet. But it literally looked like, okay, screw that. It literally looked like a bunch of niggas having fun and literally just enjoying themselves over some high quality art.
Well, that's us. So there's not a lot of us there, but that is about to change. And the thing about Collections in Black was that what was dope was that the level of pieces that we had. Like I had the oldest known Black Panther piece in existence at OAX, but that's for a whole nother episode. But we'll get into that later.
Tim, how you doing?
Tim, you're right.
Yes, I'm fine. I can keep working. It's just, I don't want to stress you guys out.
No, take your time, bro. Take your time. Take your time.
By all means. And Tim, can you just do me a favor, please, if you don't mind sharing?
Yes. I knew that. Hang on one second.
You are fine.
That share screen.
That brother robot looking coming together.
How to share screen? Okay, there we go.
There we go. Okay, that brother robot coming together. There we go.
All right, good. So basically, just to give you guys an update. So what's happening here is I have my backgrounds here. This is a bridge. This is the back city. And this is the clouds, right? And then we have a sky. And what will happen here is I'm doing two things at the same time. I'm prepping the artwork to be used as a prompt, but I'm also in the process of doing that, creating my keyframes. Okay. So what will happen? Yes.
I was gonna let you finish. I was gonna say, Tim, are you ready to be the forefather of AI art, or at least the creator of the
I am.
You're laughing, but Paul said something, and you may have glossed over, but he's not wrong. I mean, because this encompasses kind of everything that myself and Phil and Paul and Oracle was referring to, where you're utilizing AI as the tool, yes, but it's your skill that shines through first and foremost. It's your
thank you. I appreciate that.
Like you're still drawing, you're still putting in work, right? So if someone puts dollar bills behind you for a commission or a comic, they're not getting a paragraph converted into, code. They're getting legit art from you as well. Like they're getting not even as well. They're getting art first and foremost. That maybe a little help.
Yes, it is that thing. You still have to draw. That, at least for me, you still have to draw. I have no interest, zero interest. It's like these are breakdowns for the project I'm doing for University of Georgia Press, right? And in this, I still have to do breakdowns. There's no escape from the work. it's just nobody cares how I feel. Nobody cares. You still got to draw.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, back to this. Y'all keep talking. Y'all. You guys.
Tell us what we're looking at here. Tell us what.
Give us a play-by-play.
Which one?
Give us a play-by-play. What exactly are we looking at for those of us who are?
Okay. So Black Prince is a story about a man named Prince Rivers. And it is just going to be like 130 page graphic novel for University of Georgia Press with a Civil War historian Stephen Barry. And we've been working on it since last year, and I'm getting the breakdowns were approved last week, and now I'm actually physically drawing and doing my thing with the comic. So that with a graphic novel. So that's it. So what you guys are seeing here are simply the breakdowns for it. So I'm doing that, and I'm also doing the comic as well, my adaptation of W.E.B. Du Bois's project, his book.
So in music language, this would be the stems, if you will.
Yeah, one of the things John Jennings always mentions is the fact that W.E.B. Du Bois is not recognized enough for the fact that he actually did science fiction.
He is, as along with I forget the lady's name. He is one of the foundational Afrofuturists.
Mm-hmm.
I think he, along with H.G. Wells, is one of the pioneers of post-apocalyptic fiction, because that's all the comic is a post-apocalyptic drama, and
as is H.G. Wells' The Time Machine.
That's what I'm saying. And they were contemporaries, by the way.
Yeah.
So apparently what I was told by his great grandson is they knew each other.
Wow.
So yeah. I'm sorry.
I said no way.
That's what he told me. Hey man, I'm just some guy trying my best to hang on, and trying to do the story justice. But anyway, so what I was showing you guys here, let me go here to this one. I'm going to fill this. All right, we're going to go here behind there. Now I'm going to go here, and I'm going to do that. So now what I can do is, all I'm doing now is just adding gradients. And the reason why I'm adding the gradients is when I begin to apply tones, I'm giving the software something to work with. I'm telling you what I need.
Those lines on the screen, that's your handwork.
You mean what I'm drawing?
No, yeah. What we have on the screen, right? I know you just put the gray layer on it, but before that,
so just in case someone goes like, oh man, I don't know if he did that. So let's just do it. Let's go here.
Right.
So y'all can see I'm physically drawing.
In the classic style, blue pen. If you ever taken an art class, you know that how he's breaking this down with the bubbles for the joints and stuff like that. That's classic art rendering.
What's interesting is that this is not necessary, Blue Line, but for some reason my brain,
you old school, I'm working. That's all right. You can say it.
Well, it just, for some reason, it just, when I'm working with the Blue Line, it just does something and it locks me in.
Keeps you grounded.
Right. So what I'm doing here, and so I'll just speed through that so I can get back to drawing here. So essentially what's happening here, this will be keyframes. Right? Whoops. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to do that. I meant to grab that. This there we go. So this will be when I turn the city and stuff on, that'll be this here. Let's Command D. That'll be this.
See, I'm watching you do it, and for me, my brain immediately goes back to, remember back in the day, the old Disney movies, and they would, when you get to the end, they would show you how they would draw every panel, and they would flip through it, and it would When
Yeah.
you think you're gonna see this kind of gives me reminiscence of that, where it's like, here's the panel, here's the background, here's the foreground, here's this, here's that. It gives me, it takes me back to that.
Right. So what I'm doing here now is I'm trying my best to quickly finish this drawing here and then do very quick color flats, go into my software, add tones and rendering with that software, right? And then animate it. Now I can do that, or I can completely skip the process of adding tones in the software. I can just use what I have here and just animate that.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying. This technology is the biggest threat as I see it. It's like, if you're trained to animate or to design, just because you lost your job with Disney or whomever doesn't mean that skill goes away. You still have that skill. What's different is the first time in human history you have the ability to take your skill set and do everything completely in-house. That has never existed before. Do you understand what I'm saying? That means I don't need a movie deal. That means I don't need to pitch anymore. I just need to do it.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And once I can do it, I can put it on YouTube. I can call up Black Comic Lords and say, hey guys, I want to premiere my movie, right? I can share it on Facebook.
And when you do that movie and you get to the end credits, when it's not going to be 10 minutes of end credits of 500 people's names from all over the world. It's going to be T.J. Smith Jr. and Chuck, Williams, and 20 minutes of time.
Yes.
But you know what else?
An argument can be made, I believe. It's like we just saw Phil's film. That's programming. That's programming. That is programming. That's mainstream entertainment. That's what that is. You understand what I'm saying? There's nothing out of the ordinary about it. You know how it used to be, remember what they used to say about desktop publishing? They used to say self-publishing isn't going to go anywhere. Well, obviously that was wrong.
Well, yeah, definitely wrong with that.
Same thing with this. So
but you
now
know what, Paul,
you're going to have entire studios that'll be made of one person or two people or three people. But the days of animation being done by 300 people, that's over.
Paul, you know what else I see changing?
We had a great run, man.
Following,
we really did.
Following,
that's over with now.
Tim's rules. You know how
any other questions you guys have while I'm working on this? More than happy to answer.
I don't think he can hear you.
Tim can't
hear me.
No, you can't hear me.
You can hear Chocolate.
It's okay, but no, I was gonna say I think what's different will be, instead of it saying created by AI, I can actually see another title that says assisted by AI, if you will. Which
I agree with you, but the thing is, you have to have laws saying that that's necessary. It's required. And one of the things that now you got me calling her Oracle. One of the things that Oracle mentioned is that if you notice, the government could have jumped on AI years ago. Right? They could have started to write rules and laws. Companies, corporations could have lobbied the government. You need to do laws to protect our IPs and protect our creators. But they didn't do that.
Nope.
They chose not to do that. They're still choosing not to do that.
Correct.
We have these debates all the time. We're just a YouTube channel and we're having this debate. You think they can't have these debates in corporate America or in the halls of Washington, D.C.?
But they have these debates.
They choose not to.
Have the inverse effect. And this is what I mean. Everyone here, from Oracle to Phil to Tim,
guys, I think
about the art,
at least from my perspective,
they care about their bottom line in their pocket.
What do you want me to say, fellas? It's That's where we are. It's not going away. My job, your job, is to continue to have intelligent conversation as best we can, knowing that we may not resolve the matter completely, and that's really all it is. All I feel I will sit here and say is that for the first time in my career, I have been able to produce something that wouldn't kill me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's important stuff to me because I don't want to die. I don't want to die. I want to live. You know what I mean? Yes, everybody has to go sometime. I get all that, but what in the world? You know what I'm saying? Must the technology be so arcane that to produce work means sacrificing your body? That's like the whole adage of if you're an artist, you have to starve. It's like, yeah, that's something that people say, but obviously it's not. Why would you want to starve? Why would you starve?
You know the one thing, Tim, and
anyway,
that I do
what
see-
I'm working on here now.
I don't think he can hear you.
I don't think you can hear me. But
You
you
can't
know
hear
the
me?
one thing I do see, and maybe it's because I'm surrounded by people like Phil and my
You talking to me?
mentors,
Oh, you talking to somebody else?
Sir Darius and a couple others. I do see this happening, and especially in the Bulletproof, and when we have these chats in the store in the shop. AI being present inadvertently.
You can hear me or no?
Yeah, we
No,
can
I
hear
hear
you,
you.
but you
I
can't
can
hear
hear
Randy.
Oh, okay.
Who the hell's Randy?
You, Lord Chocolate, your alias.
Thank
Sorry.
you. Don't disrespect me. AI. Don't no.
AI.
Yeah, but no, seriously. I see this now, where AI being prevalent has actually cast a higher interest in original art. Like people actually, and I say I don't want to make it sound like people actually care. Like, no, of course people care. I mean, OAX and Keith Williams literally schooling me and going to con, with 3 portfolios, and I'm sitting there like, dude, there's nothing on your table. He's like, Youngblood, this is X, this is X. But people, and then when I say people, let me put the nuance to it. The younger generation, right? So the individuals such as myself who are coming in who necessarily didn't really look at older art, or not. I don't want to say older art, at original art. Who kind of our ceiling were yellow label CGCs, right? That was our ceiling, right? Original art was always thought of that's for collectors. That's for the older generation. No, and I say that because that's what we thought at the time. It is whether it's true or not. It's what we thought. But now I'm sitting here like, yo, I need original static. I need an original hardware. I need an original piece. That is now prevalent because of AI. I never had this thought or inkling before, but it's like, if AI is going to be here, let me get some original art in my joint. Let me get some goodies. Let me get some heat.
All right. So we lost Tim for a second, but
Tim's
he is
back.
back.
Tim's
Yeah, I was rebooting because I couldn't hear you guys.
Can you hear me now, Tim?
Yes,
All right.
yes.
Phil, do you have a third episode to share with us?
Oh, that's not, y'all can't get the third one yet.
Come on, man.
I'm
not gonna lie to you. As someone who wasn't there-
I told Cashman, man, I'm trying to hold out on some of these, man, for the sake of the
OAX is in 2 weeks, man. You can't drop a third episode.
You know what? I can't. You know what? Hold on. I you know what? Give me one. You know what? I will share with you something though. Here we go. Let me see.
Do you need my address so you can send that still freeze art?
Yeah, that's fine.
Dude.
Let me see something.
Still freeze art looks fire.
Oh, maybe I'll drop this. Oh,
by
you
the
know
way, boys
what?
and girls, while we are here moving and grooving, we appreciate every single one of you guys for rocking in and locking in with the Black Comic Lords. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow. We are on all your major platforms. We on YouTube, we on Facebook, we on Instagram, and yeah, baby, we are also on Twitch, streaming live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch simulcast. So make sure you subscribe, you follow, you like, you bookmark, you share. wherever medium you want to watch us at, you can watch us at. And then, of course, on YouTube, we have the long form, traditional view, and then we got that iPhone or that phone view as well. So make sure you tap in, make sure you hop on in, and we're going to continue to bring you great content such as this, baby. Let's go.
Hey, Paul.
Yes, sir.
So I'm the OAX Sizzler that I did. It's only like 2 minutes, but I want you to watch it because this actually gives you the whole spirit of it, not the Collection of Black spirit. I'm gonna bring it back. I'll bring it back.
All right.
Oh, what is that?
Right on, man. Right on. Right on. Right on, man. Right on, man. Right on. Right on. Right on, man. Right on. Right on, right on, right on, right on, right on, right on, right on.
What does OAX stand for? Oaxaca, Mexico, which is where we'd rather be right now.
We can't be serious. You know, exactly. Like you just said, man, you just spent 6 months of your life.
Come to OAX.
Brother.
I'm gonna spice up.
I can't be serious right now.
I can't.
Hey, man, listen, man.
That
I'm
was
so
dope,
upset.
and the best part is that 2-minute clip still doesn't do it justice.
No, I'm so upset. I'm so upset. Let me ask you a question. Phil. Do you have, and I think I know the answer, but I don't want to ruin it. Do you have a video of the meeting? Wakanda Forever.
Yep.
No.
Yeah, that's episode 4. So Paul, I'm gonna give you a secret, Paul. I'm gonna tell Paul something. So there was a moment where we were all in the Paul and Angel bring Still Freeze back. I'm actually walking. Me and Killer's on our back. They bring Still Freeze back. Stanford Green joins us, and we sat back there for at least an hour. Filmed the whole entire conversation, and just the information that was done there is unreal. So one of the issues that I was having was, if you notice, I tried to make these episodes. So episode number 3 is like 25 minutes. Every particular episode should have been way longer. So for instance, episode 1 was maybe almost like 45 minutes to an hour. I broke it down to 15, 20 minutes. Episode 2 was the same. Episode 3 was like 2. Episode 4, if I show you the original files, I went and the original lined up to. I'm not talking about the extras because you always want extra, whatever. But I mean, footage that I could have used was 2.5 to 3 hours long for episode 4, and I broke it down. I broke it down to an hour. Episode 4 is a whole hour. Episode 4 is.
Wait! I love the story so much. Tim, has Paul and Phil, have they shared this mother effing amazing story with you? No, you don't know what I'm referring to. Please, before we go, we cannot let you know how when the elders find something good and they calling everybody, they're talking about, girl, you gotta try this catfish. Please, someone tell him about what transpired about the event. That's what I've officially called it. The event. Oh my God. Please, Paul, Phil, one of y'all, because I will. I will.
Let me ask a question first.
Yes.
Tim Fielder, what are you doing on February 22nd through the 22nd, 20th to the 22nd?
Let me check my calendar here. The show ends on the 25th. The exhibit, the hip hop exhibit, Digital Twins, ends on the 25th. The 26th.
All month, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's going all month. I don't have anything scheduled. What am I doing on the 26th of February?
You're gonna hop on a plane, come to Orlando, and ask Kazra to make you a featured artist at OAX.
Wait, you got the dates mixed up. The
Yeah.
work, it doesn't end until the 25th, is what he just said.
Oh, it doesn't end until the 25th.
Yeah, it's all
Oh.
February. It's all February.
Oh crap! You can't go.
Yeah.
No, he's already.
So now that you've already broken his heart, can you please share it with the story of the event?
I'm gonna let the lawyer talk.
Which part? Which part you want to talk about?
Which part? Listen, I'm listen.
I had a question. Most of the footage that you showed was from the second OAX. You had some dope material from the first OAX with Ken Lashley and Brian Steelfreeze. What happened with that?
That's old news, man. That's Collections in Black, man.
Listen.
What?
Let
Let me explain how absolutely dismissive that statement was.
You gotta pay a ticket to come see that, John, man. You gotta pay. Listen.
I knew there was a plan. I knew there was a reason, because this man spent an hour walking around OAX with Brian Steelfreeze at having a deep conversation for an hour.
Brian Steelfreeze.
We had
So I tell you what so you know what we'll do. I tell you what we'll do. You know what we're gonna do?
Don't tell me you lost that footage, because I'll be big
No,
mad.
are you crazy? Never that.
No.
We had a sit down with Ken Lashley. If any of you have ever seen Ken Lashley in an interview or something, Ken Lashley got stories for days, and he has no filter.
He's been around.
He has zero filter, and he's the most honest dude. The stories he can tell about various things he's been through, people in the industry, are just incredible. And completely down to earth. Me, Phil, Otis were just captivated. So much so I actually forgot to film some parts, because I was just sitting there just blown away by stuff that he was saying.
Right.
Man, where's that footage?
Ken Collections in Black, man. That's not for that, man. You gotta pay attention, lawyer, dude. This is about the OAX first, man. You 2 years ago, man.
That was OAX number one.
He's trying to lawyer his way out this event. All right, you know
This
what?
is OAX. That's footage from OAX number one.
Yeah, that has nothing to do with what we just did. That has nothing to do with that. Come on, man. You talking Star Wars? We Empire Strikes Back right now, man.
Yeah. Why are you trying to get Greenland? Leave it alone. We ain't there.
What you're doing is you skipping to Empire Strikes Back.
Right.
No, I'm not skipping. You gotta come to the script, man. Listen. Let me tell you something.
You gotta come to church. You gotta come to Jesus.
Yeah, man. You got to be there, baby. If you miss it, you miss it. Like we
missed it. You never aired it. What are you talking about?
I did air. You had to come to the theater.
What?
You can't give everything away for free, baby. That's crazy.
Yesterday's price is not today's price.
Hey, listen. Recognition means nothing in a capitalistic society, my brother.
Here we go.
Want me to pay to watch the footage?
You know what I should have done, Oracle? I should have said, AI, please tell Tim Fielder the story of the event. That's what I should have done. It would have been done by now.
I tell you what I will do though. I tell you what I will do. Just to appease this man. What I'll do is maybe I'll be so gracious and maybe I'll do something like maybe we'll screen pieces of Collections in Black, the original film. Being that I can control it now and control the quality. My issue was always I never liked the way things streamed on StreamYard. So now that I can see that we can do it and I can control it, then I'm like, all right. You know,
we can get around that. That's not a big deal. We can get around
Well,
that.
why don't we air it in our our subscriber channel?
I don't know if I like y'all that much. So
Oh dang! Why is it for y'all? Aren't
you know what?
No.
It's Black History Month. So let me think about it, man. What would Ida B. Wells do?
Ida B. Wells would say, "Hey, I'm a Black comic lord, and it's not y'all, it's we, and I'm going to air this for us."
I don't know who the hell Ida B. Wells is, but Ida B. Wells would not say that shit. So,
see, we need AI to fact check these things. See.
Why? Hey, listen. Hey, I got something else for you. Ready? Since you want, since we gonna, I got one more thing for you. You ready?
If this ain't the event, I'm not playing it.
You want?
can't.
Okay.
You can't do an appetizer and an entree with no dessert, man. Come on.
No. You get. Well, listen, we're not just gonna let Paul lawyer his way out the event. Okay.
We're gonna talk about that later. One second though.
Obviously, they're not telling the story.
Hey, chocolate. Go ahead and drop. Here's a sneak peek to episode 4.
Let's do it.
I know. He's got the. He's gonna show you.
Wait a second. He gonna show it to me.
Oh, I gotta give you your Big Daddy cake. Yeah, he wants to make it a big presentation.
I'm not gonna. I'm gonna let. Are you getting me?
He wants to make it a big presentation, so it's like.
I don't even want to look yet.
All right. Like covered with a curtain and then.
Back up some. I need for let me see. Ooh. Hey, listen.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Come on, man.
You know, I was thinking about your face the entire time. That was the motivation. Like, how can I get him to lose his mind over this thing? And, like, how can I do it? How can I do this in an hour?
That's nice.
And the Nefertiti. You know what we're talking about.
I know, man. I got this.
I just want to say real quick.
I need to take a photo of that too.
Big Daddy Kane is my favorite hip hop artist of all time. And the fact that I got Sanford Green to do me a BDK is crazy. I'm about to send this to his DJ, man, so he can see this. That's my man Skaz, is my homie.
Okay.
He's in North Carolina too.
Okay. Yeah, I know.
Kane's in North Carolina.
He's in like Raleigh or something like that.
For sure. So you want Kane to take a picture of it?
Yeah.
Thank you for it.
BDK. Wow.
I'm not gonna lie to you, that was fine. That was tough. That was clear. I forgot about that. That was disgusting.
Let me explain something to you.
I forgot about that one.
It's important that we understand context. We're Black comic lords. We talk about comic books all day, but we talk about collecting, we talk about reading, enjoying comics. But there's a whole another world out there. There is a world beneath that world. And that's original art collecting. And the original art exposition in Orlando that's taking place in a couple weeks, it's the third one, is a celebration of that. You have artists bringing in their original works of art. They are selling them. They are showing them off for the higher pieces. Like they're not selling a Frank Frazetta for, that's worth $2 million there. That's not going to happen. But they'll show it. You can get commissions from your favorite artist, the best artist in the world. You can commission them to do pieces for you. They have a free section where they will spend an hour. You can go to any artist you want and ask them to do a remark on any book or piece of art that you have. There's an auction where you can bid on some dope art. Mm-hmm. And I will say this is not going to your LCS on Wednesday and dropping your $4.99 for the latest issue of Spider-Man. This is the dollars that are being spent on these pieces are significant at times. One of the things you might have seen in the first video is Phil looking at the cover art for Weird Fantasy 18.
Yeah, $250,000.
$250,000, and that wasn't the most expensive piece there.
No,
that part.
It was not. I was watching auctions in which people dropped 20 grand like that. I want that. Here, I bid on that. The bid's 10 grand. Do I have 15? Do I have 15? 15. Do I have 1750? I have 1750. Do I have 20? Sold.
Our table was crazy too. Like they was just. Remember, I don't know who it was. Me. For our table was the heavy hitters. It was me. It was you, Xavier from Heritage, Omar, Khalil.
How about Omar? Yeah.
And then there was two. I don't know who the other. There were two dudes. I wasn't sure who they were, but I know them dudes was buying everything. They was not playing no games.
Yeah, they had money.
It was we was at the money table.
It's a different experience. It's not a con. It's not a con. You want to call it a con because it's comic books. It's not a con.
Right.
It's an exposition. There's a difference. It's a different vibe.
Facts.
Con. There's lights. There's colors. There's sound. Particularly, you go to these mega cons and New York Comic Con, San Diego Comic Con, and it's busy and people are bumping into each other and it's loud and people are wearing masks. Exposition, it's a different vibe. It's chill. It's you're not bumping into people. People aren't moving fast. You're moving fast, you're missing out on looking at this art.
Excuse me. Can I share my screen while I'm doing this?
Oh, please. Whatever
you're ready. Share your screen.
Okay. All right. So I'm probably down to the last 5 or 10 minutes of this. And you guys
bet.
All right. You guys see this?
I got you.
Okay, so right now what we have are 2 keyframes. We have this one.
Wait, there we go.
We have that one.
Oh wow.
And then we have this one. Which is really 2 keyframes. All right. So I basically done my art, right? Now, if I want to, I can either go with this as the art, or I can enhance it a little bit in AI. But at the very least, I'm going to have the AI to animate the in-betweens between these 2 keyframes. So what I'm going to do here now is I need to export this single layer, and this one right here will be called, where is it? Frames. So here we're going to be called Jump B. Right? Okay, so we got that. All right, so now I'm going to go to my software called Higgsfield. Higgsfield is an AI aggregate program, meaning that what it does, it uses a whoops, crap, I hate it when I drop my mouse like that. That is not good, but don't worry, we can just go like this. Oh, by the way, all the hums for my music are done right there. I won't play the hums, those are embarrassing. Anyway, so you're gonna go to Higgsfield. I mean, they're terrible. They're terrible. All right, so we go here. There's Higgsfield. Okay, this is where I am here. Let's see, am I logged in? Yes. And we have plenty of credits because they just ran my damn card. Okay, so we're going to video. Now, I could use this video, or I could go here to Cinema Studio. Vibe Motion, that's new. That's a new module. So, for example, I had this. This is a ship that I modeled in 3ds Max, and I put out 3 renders. So you see what it's doing? So there's only 2 frames, but it's animating everything with this prompt based upon my drawing. This was done for the 2018 Maddie's Rocket Calendar, which I never printed, but I did all the months, the whole thing, right? Can you guys see this stuff?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
you can.
Yes, sir.
Some of this stuff is horrible. Like, look at this one. Well, where is it? Where's the one where it's like they lose control of it? No, that's pretty awful. And plus the front of it was really messed up. But that's anyway, this is what you're doing. You're working with this keyframe and that keyframe. These are all my illustrations, okay? So what I'm going to do now is the following. I'm going to go to video. I'm going to eliminate these keyframes here. I'm going to start with a frame. I'm going to upload. Let's go to Brother Robo Frames. We're going to go to 1A. Okay, so that's there. Then we're going to go to 1B. Okay, is that right? Yes. And then what we're going to do is we're going to change our aspect ratio to 9:16. So yeah, you can see there that's really horrible. That's like something from Event Horizon back in '97. Anyway, so we're going to go here. We're going to go Control A. So since we know we are effectively doing these two frames, I'm going to say a giant robot jumps out of the sky to the ground. Camera shake and debris float as the giant robot lands. We want that to be 5 seconds. That doesn't need to be 10 seconds. Okay, you ready?
Okay.
I guess we can do 4 this time. That'll be fun. All right, 20 credits. That's fine. So it's rendering. So in the old world, I would now be dying because I would have to be drawing. Can you use profanity on this show?
Yes, sir.
I would be drawing all of this shit.
Oh, really? Oh,
And I
really?
would check back with you in another 2 weeks if I'm still alive.
Oh,
This
man.
eliminates all of that. This allows me to do keyframes and then apply the software to do my in-betweens. Now, it's going to take a second for everything to come in. I'm sure some of it's going to be awful. Maybe we'll get one that works. I don't know, but we're about to see. Okay, it's in queue. Let's see what's happening. Whoops. Crap. It has me trying to generate. Oh, crap. I inadvertently hit another button. Damn it. I blew those credits. Okay, oh well. So then we'll have 4 examples. We'll see what would happen.
All right.
So that is what's going on. Now, I'm probably going to use this shot. So you guys should know this. I'm probably going to use this in Brother Robo since I've already set it up. Oh, here we go.
Okay. So we get the exclusive?
This is basically what you're doing now.
Go ahead and hit the button.
Close. Look at that. You all see that?
Oh, yeah. Whoa.
That's crap. See, the thing is, I need him to hold his position.
So you gave AI the prompt of what you wanted it to do, and then you gave the art first. You gave the
art
reference
is
point
my
for art.
prompt.
Right.
Art is my prompt.
Okay.
I then offered clarity in terms of the motion. So it's not doing quite what I wanted to do. But let's see what this right here looks like. Come on, baby. Oh, see, come on, hand. Why didn't that go down? God, doggone it. Sometimes they got to give us 3 keyframes, man. 2 keyframes is not enough. Anyway, let's go here. But y'all got to admit, that's pretty hot, though, right? Wow. Oh, close.
Now, the distinction between you doing that and me doing that is I would just go to AI and say, make a big, giant freaking robot jump off a building and then just wait for whatever happens.
Oh, you see what's happened? It landed on the bridge and then it came up. Interesting.
So let me say something. Go back to that one. Go back down to that one.
Which one? The left? The one to the left?
I like when here's the thing. Now, this is when we bring things into context.
Okay.
So for me, it's like when I see something like this,
okay.
I may be a person. I could be a traditionalist and a purist, and I'm more into drawing every 24 frames, whatever. But I can also when I see the process of how you did it, for one, you drew the backgrounds, you drew the buildings,
Yes.
you did the characters, and you did all. So it's so for me. So like when I look at something like this, I still feel like, okay, it is the AI part is a tool. It's doing the actual animation, but this is still all of your particular drawing. This is your drawings, and that to me is a difference. Is it still a slippery slope? Of course it is.
Yes.
We're not debating that.
Yes.
Still one.
Yes.
But when I see this, first of all, I can't draw like that. The average person usually can't draw like this. So I also feel like you know, I'm looking at this and I'm like, oh, this is dope. Like I can appreciate this is for what it is. Well, I still have the other argument, yes, but when I sit back and I see what you did with it, it's just totally different. So I do have respect for that, because I do, you know, the work that was put into doing that. It's a totally different argument than what I have for some of these other people.
Oh, look at that one. Did y'all see that one?
Yeah,
That's it. Whoa.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, that's dope.
Damn.
The impact on that was good too.
Oh my
He's
God.
still hitting the
that's
bridge
awesome.
though. I see it.
I like how you added that.
The
camera shake. The camera shake thing was a good touch.
So now, here's the thing. I hear what you're saying, Phil. There's only one thing I would change.
What's that?
I did my keyframes in the art.
Okay.
This is doing my in-betweens.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh,
that one. That's the one. That's the one.
Oh.
Yeah, because it doesn't land on the bridge. It goes straight to the ground.
That's the one. It lands straight on the ground and then boom.
That is ridiculous. So you all understand.
I love the fact that the Black Comic Lords is able to help you create this animated scene.
Well, you know, I mean, Taylor said that we're all going to be put as, you know, junior editors.
But see, here's the thing. You're joking, but what this actually proved to me, because I didn't know if I could do it in time.
Yeah.
That's why I was hoping, does Phil have a part 3? You know, I can show enough use another 15 minutes, but then it turns out we got it done.
So I'll expect a special shout out to Black Comic Lords for their muse in the credits, because the credits are not going to be very long. It's not going to be 10 minutes with 500 people in the credits of your film. It's going to be written, directed, drawn, sound by Tim Fielder. That's it.
Okay. Now, do y'all want me to show this last thing? Because I know I've had you guys on all night. I apologize for this.
Oh, you gotta close it out for us, man.
Okay, all right. So I'm gonna close it out, and then we can be done, right? And let me say for the record, I know y'all do a lot of stuff. I have no problem with coming back on when the time is available. You guys, if I'm open, because I work in studio every day. If y'all want me to show up, I can zoom in however you want to do it. So even if you can't physically be in the gallery, I can zoom directly into you guys from the gallery. That's not a problem.
Well,
okay.
Man, you did the oath, man. You said I'm Tim Fielder. I'm a black. You're part of the squad. You're part of the family. So
okay.
When you're ready to come back, you did what you did this time. You hit us up. Hey,
okay.
I got something I would like to drop. Can I come on the show?
Okay, cool. All right, so we're gonna go to Nano Banana. Here's where it gets a little weird, but I find that it's interesting. So what we're gonna do here, we're going to import. We're gonna import. I think this one is the one we're gonna import. We're gonna upload that, and here's where things get weird. So let's say y'all saw the shots. Let's say if I wanted it, render this scene in the like a maquette. From an animated stop motion
Mm.
Right. What time of day, guys?
Afternoon.
Afternoon. Okay, here we go. I think I'll generate 4. Let's see what happens. This should be interesting. Oh, wow. We have Kling in this now. Kling 3 just came out yesterday. So this is an aggregate program. It has Nano Banana, it has Kling, it has Higgsville has its own renderer. It has Wand. It has a bunch of different generative AI applications that can do it. It could even do sound. You also have a utility in this that allows you to draw. So instead of me drawing outside in Photoshop or Clip Studio, you can actually draw in its own drawing program, and it will render that.
Is it how comparable is the drawing tool on this to like Procreate or something?
I would imagine from what I've seen. I've not used it because I obviously use Clip Studio, Paint, and Photoshop. But I'm gonna test with it. But I assume even if it's just basic drawing, that's sufficient. Oh my God. This is right. Hey, this is taking liberties. Some of this stuff is like, no, that's not what I'm looking for. But it's fascinating to see.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's what I'm saying. It's like all of these things. I think the lighting is the most interesting thing under. Like I would take the idea of a stop motion film, and I would just kind of metallic robot and then have it rendered a specific way. I'll just show you guys this very quickly, and then we can go. I'm going to go to my asset library, and I'll just scroll through this so you guys can see how much work that I've been doing over the weeks here. That's from Brother Robo. You can see here I actually even tested it where I was animating okay, so that's what that is. But look at this shot here. So here is literally, that's a drawing. Where's my drawing here? This was my drawing, sort of like that. And what it did was it actually rotated the camera around those drawings from here to there. So it actually rotated my drawing, my 2D drawing. And then from there, you could actually animate this. It still got 6 fingers, but you understand what I'm saying. So these are the types of things that this is what's happening. Also, I know you guys love Infinitum, so I'm going to do this just for y'all because so y'all can see. I know y'all love Infinitum. I'm going to show this to you. Don't say I'd never done nothing for you.
Where's the button, Randy? Come on, man.
Hold on. I got people texting me. Hold on.
All right. So the beginning of Infinitum begins where the Earth begins. Remember this?
Hold on.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Go ahead.
Okay, so you all remember this shot, how Infinitum starts with the right. So what I did was I took my illustration and had it rendered the illustration out realistically. So suddenly that becomes this.
Damn, if that's not cinematic as hell.
You see what I'm saying?
Are we gonna get an Infinitum live action novel?
What I'm doing is I am doing it as a movie.
Nice.
Yeah. I was about
So
to say.
for example, you remember the shot, this one here. You remember that one?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Right. So I had to take that shot and have it rendered like ultra photorealistic live action view of a pond of water, blah, 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 the whole thing, right? And some of it turned out okay, some of it not so much. So we're going to go here. Is that the one? No, that's not the one. Hang on. I got it here. I got it, guys. See, look at that. Oh my God, that's beautiful. I love that. So we got that one there, but let's see here. Where is my animation on this? Is that it? And I wish they would add the ability to be able to scroll left. But like I say, we are where we're. All right, so that's the illustration. You can even look and see how that's set up. That was done in Clip Studio Paint or Photoshop. I forget which one. But I did the animation. What I'll do is I'll go here. So hang on, guys. I'm going to go Infinitum Movie. Yeah, this will be good. All right. So ultimately, that shot that I used, I think it ended up being that one. This one here.
Oh, wow.
Come on.
That's crazy because that is your art. That's exactly what Infinitum
100%.
looks like.
I have no interest in the work looking like someone else's work. Now, if it looks like a photograph, that's different.
Yeah.
But why I want my work to look like Frank Frazetta's work? But I mean, yes, Frazetta's dope, but I don't want my stuff to look like his stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. We're gonna close that. So now for this last one here, and we will call it an evening. Black Comic Lords, of course, remains a dope outfit. And I want to thank you guys so much for putting up with me tonight. Greatly, greatly appreciate it.
No, we appreciate it, man. You ended up
All right.
giving a great discussion tonight.
So you guys remember that illustration from the beginning of Infinitum before, it's right at the beginning. So we're going to go here. Ignore the sound.
Just brought it to life.
Come on. Yeah.
But that's still your work.
That's literally
Yes.
the pages of the book.
All Infinitum is a large storyboard.
Yes.
Pretty much.
That's that's what comics are.
Yes. And so here I can now take this and I know you guys, I think, ladies and gentlemen, I did not pay them to say those nice things about Infinitum, but they keep doing it. So I'm like, well, I need to show this to them. So yes, that is where we are. With that, Black Comic Lords, you guys remain dope, and I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks, Tim. That was cool.
Thank you.
Ooh,
Thank you. Am I sharing? Am I finished sharing here? I don't know. If
Yes,
I'm sharing.
I have hidden. Yes.
Okay.
Well, this
All
is
right.
this has ended up being a really poignant, timely, and dope discussion.
Right.
There's no immediate answers when it comes to this stuff. But as Tim pointed out, there needs to be a discussion beyond, platitudes and rhetoric. There needs to be a discussion because at the end of the day, AI is here. It's part of our world. It is not going away. I don't care how much you will it will not go away. You have to adapt and you have to establish rules for its use. It's a tool like anything else. You can take a knife and you can use it to chop a salad, or you can use it to stab someone and kill them. It's a matter of what you want to do with it. You got to establish rules. But Tim, thank you very much for joining us tonight. I appreciate it.
My pleasure. I would hope that if you guys want to have a further conversation, I would love to participate in a conversation with Daoud Anyabwile and Ndosi Anyabwile, because that Brother Man trailer they did the other day was pretty damn exciting. I was like, man, I'd love to see how that worked underneath the hood there.
Y'all do need to talk, don't you?
We do.
All right. So
I love that.
We'll do a part 2 to this, and we'll bring them on in because let's see if we can let's see if we can do another round table.
Let me know when I'm ready to talk.
Most definitely. All right. Thank y'all for joining us tonight. Appreciate your comments. Please hit the like button. Share the video. If you thought this was dope, share it. Tell people about it. And we'll see you next time. We'll be on tomorrow night, Thursday, Storm Watch, first issue of Storm, Earth's Mightiest Hero, Earth Mightiest Mutant. with Maria Iodelli. He's going to break it all the way down with his director's cut commentary of the issue. Yes, spoilers will occur.
And be looking out for the footage, man. I'll let you know when we drop it on YouTube.
You didn't tell us about the third episode. I was going to let you slide on.
We didn't talk about the event, so don't.
Oh goodness. It is the next day.
You still didn't tell us when you drop the third episode. I ain't let you slide on that, man.
Third episode next. We'll drop the third episode on Wednesday.
Okay, most definitely. All right, I'm gonna hold you to that. OAX Original Art Expo is on February 20th. Angel.
Yes.
20th through the 22nd in Orlando, Florida. Go to their website, oax.com. Angel will be there. I'll be there. Phil will be there. Chocolate's punking out because he doesn't want to go fly down.
Punking out. First, stop. No. I'm not going to allow you to do that. So hold on. So why will I not be there? Because I will be with Tim.
I know you're going to MegaCon in the week after.
No. Because I'll be with Tim Fielder because that was one of the NDAs that I signed on for. So that and I'm supposed to be there today, but I told you guys yes. So I told them I couldn't make it today because I keep my word. That's 1. 2, Friday, Mass Appeal, Nas, shit, Mass Appeal, whatnot. Back at it again. Okay, boom.
I know you chose Nas over us. I get it.
You damn right. I'm not going front. Yes,
I said I get it.
Yeah. February 28th, here in the Chocolate Factory, myself, Joe Illidge, Joshua Swaby, Nick Draver-Isby, Stephanie Williams. I got her locked down in the only place you can get the DC History Milestone event. You can only get those books signed here, CGC event. And I got special guests that are literally waiting to come in. I'm about to rent a place.
What day is that?
February 28th.
That's at the crib?
Oh, yeah. That's at my crib.
And you got me, right? Like, don't make me have to put in my order twice.
No. Where's my event story? I got me. Now you need me? No. Where's my event story?
Hey, chocolate.
Yes.
Yo, if I'm not spending that day and if it's not crazy up here, man, I might take the drive up.
Listen. Joe Illidge, Nick Draper-Ivy, Joshua Swaby, Stephanie Williams, locked, sealed. I got special guests from Brooklyn who are just like chocolate. I want to pop in because your last event I heard was fire. The food, the libations, the vibe. I'm like, listen, I'm not P. Diddy, but ain't no.
Let me ask you a question.
Hey, chocolate, hit me up, man. Let me know, man. I'll come DJ in the living room, man.
Listen.
Let me ask you a question.
I got my NX6 and my NS7 II here. What you want? So listen. You talking to a DJ as well? Let's go. You want some originals? I got some techniques. I haven't touched them, but we could get it popping.
These mugs start talking about Diddy.
We can get it popping. listen. Marwan know what time it is. Marwan know. Listen, I ain't Diddy, but it ain't nothing.
So if I hop on a plane, can I come to the crib?
Oh my god!
No, I'm gonna leave you outside.
Like what? Hey yo, Moron, I need something chocolate. Hey yo, Moron Williams, that's crazy.
Listen.
Stuff like that.
I want to know, can I come to the Chocolate Factory? That's what I want.
Listen.
Okay, guys, y'all gonna keep going. I gotta go to bed now. I love y'all. Thank you so much.
Look at this. Y'all done you run off Tim Fielder. You ran off Tim Fielder.
Take care. Thank you. Bye.
I know Tim ain't running.
I'm running.
Well, you said Diddy.
Hold on. Before we go, it's been a minute. Let me make him pause. Let me make this gentleman big. Pause.
I didn't shave. I don't need this.
Yeah, while you here, Paul. Before we go, take us home.
Black Comic Lords, we got you.